for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is the boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. New Media Today, USA Boxing. And we're back Sunday through Fridays, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you're in the UK, that's 8 o'clock in the UK, that's evening time. Good evening in the UK. Heard it's pretty hot over there right now. Welcome to my world in the state of Florida, the Gunshine State. Also, man, shout out and salute to everybody, man. We got some good news. We know Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua fight has been announced. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. You know, Anthony Joshua is my favorite heavyweight in the sport of boxing. Out here. Well, it's Trevor the Cannon Bryan, Trevor the Terminator Bryan. Then it's Anthony Joshua. Hey, man. But anyways, yeah, man. So, yeah, man. And I saw the promo. I saw the promo, man. And I feel good about it. I really feel good about that fight. You know what I mean? I really do, man. Whether you like AJ or not, you can't question his character. He does what he says he's going to do. He doesn't play head games. He doesn't specialize in telling lies. He doesn't make excuses. He doesn't throw his trainers under the bus if he fails in the ring. He doesn't lie and say, this weight, egg weight, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? Say what you want to say about AJ, but he is the cash cow of the heavyweight division. Period. But anyways, we're going to talk about Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano, and we're going to talk about a little bit about Joshua and Usyk as well. What are you guys' predictions? What do you think? Whatever the case may be, we're going to dedicate an entire show to Joshua. I'm going to let everybody else talk about Joshua today. A lot of people shooting videos and stuff like that. So I said, I'm going to let them eat, let them do their thing. But, I always come with a different perspective. So when I come with my perspective, I look at what everybody else doing. I say, okay, this is the angle they coming at it with. Okay, bam. This is how I'm going to attack it. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's real simple. You know what I mean? So anyways, before we get started, let's give everybody a round of applause. Everybody a round of applause, man. Everybody a round of applause. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes to the sir. So we're gonna look at some things, guys. We're gonna look at some things. We're gonna look at some things today because I'm typing it in right now. What is it? Well, okay, we're gonna look at a couple things, right? We're gonna look at the IBF. We're gonna look at the IBF, guys. We're gonna look at the WBA. We're gonna look at the WBA, and we're gonna see what's up. Oh yeah, we got to look at the WBO as well. See, this is the thing, guys. When you are a unified champion or undisputed champion or whatever, you have a lot of responsibilities. We know the financial implications as it relate to the sanctioning bodies, who you have to pay, yada 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 yada. Sanctioning bodies want their money, right? But with that, you have to fight mandatories. Unless you are the WBC. If you with the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman allows you to do whatever you want to do as long as you are a PBC fighter. PBC fighters don't have to fight mandatories. Ask Deontay Wilder. They don't have to fight mandatories. They do whatever they want to do with the WBC. Certain fighters get certain fighters get, and that's not a knock on Wilder or anyone. That's just the WBC. That's just how they is. They certain fighters, they let do whatever they want to do, and they don't have to fight mandatories. But that's neither here nor there. When you're dealing with these sanctioning bodies, guys, it is what it is. What it is. Depending on who you are, you got to defend your belts. They don't give Joshua a break, but Joshua has to fight all his mandatories. But it is what it is, man. But anyway, let's give everybody a shout out who's here right now. We're going to let YouTube send the notifications out and let them do what they do. Shout out to PED. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Ricky VW. Salute to you. Shout out to Halim in the building. My brother Halim, and shout out to Coach Asgi. Coach Asgy as well. Shout out to Double A the Sagittarius. Shout out to Hyphy. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze, what's up, what's up, what's up? Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Es un placer, mi hermano. Shout out to BG. Shout out to Peter Von Arks. Shout out to Charlo, my brother Charlo. Salute, fam. Salute to Charlo. Shout out to Bruce Goals. Bruce Goals, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? You said this is our country. I said, what's going on? You know, I know people say it's what's going on. Now what's going on? On. That's how we say on. I'm trying to teach y'all country, man. Y'all gotta get with the Florida lingo, man. The Florida lingo. You gotta. That's an entirely different language that you have to learn. You see what I'm saying? So just roll with me, baby. Roll with the punches. All right. Shout out to Evis Mencia. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. What's going on, fam? Shout out to who else we have? Oh, wait a minute. Shout out to my brother Blood, man. Shout out to Blood, man. Please subscribe to Blood Boxing, Blood Boxing, retro boxing, the documentaries. I enjoyed that show you did last week with Bruce Goals, and I think you did it with what's the brother name, man? Kurt Anderson. You know, when you had the top 25, bro, that was too hard. That was just too hard. You know what I mean? Andre Ward would have got his ass kicked off. You know, I like Ward, but he would have got kicked off because I'm putting all the top. You know, Hagler got to be on there. He ain't going nowhere. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get off topic. Shout out to Boxing Clever. Shout out to James Burrell. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Philly Fly. Philly Fly, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, I got that from a little brother in Georgia, man. He said, "What's happening?" Hey, no, bro, I ain't no. Listen, I'm not no Flipper fan, man. There ain't no way hell I'm a Flipper fan. I'm from West Tampa. I'm from West Tampa. You know what I mean? So, you know, I moved to Miami, but I'm from West Tampa. Nah, ain't no way hell I'm a Flipper fan. Flipper. Nah, ain't no Flipper fan, bro. Buckaroo all day. You know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Eddie Sports Money. What's happening? Shout out to who else we have? Shout out to Carmen Serene. What's going on, sis? Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. What's happening? Shout out to Nikki. What's going on? What's going on, sis? Shout out to Peter Von Arks. Shout out to Pomodo. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. What's going on, fam? You know what I mean? Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. What's happening? Shout out to who else we have? Oh, shout out to the Queen Lee Luna. What's going on, sis? Good afternoon. Can't stay, but hope you enjoy as always. Shout out to Brennan Smith. Shout out to KOUK. Shout out to Black and Brown Boxing. What's happening, brother? What's going on, fam? Please subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Good channel. I watch his videos as well. Good channel. The brother put together good content. And he tries for the most part. He is pretty right down the middle. He's gonna call it like he see it, but I like his channel a lot. I really do. Shout out to Sophia. What's going on, Sophia? KOUK. Always juicy. What's going on, fam? What's happening, man? Let's say Brendan Smith, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Who else we have? Shout out to Rick James, 850. It's Rick James, bitch. He say, you need a Cowboys hoodie. No, man, hell no. Hey, the Buckaroos. It's all about the Buckaroos, baby. The Buckaroos. Really though. Shout out to my brother Diallo Huggy, man. Diallo, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Shout out to Eastside Leak. What's going on, fam? Here you go. What you say? Still got to tell us why you bandwagon them Bucks when you in Miami. Oh no. Listen, bro. Listen. I used to, hey, blood. I used to get into so many debates with them dudes in the barbershops. They knew I was a Buckaroo. I'm like, listen, man, y'all ain't been to the Super Bowl since 1972. Bro, that don't even count. I don't even want to get started on that, bro. That's a whole nother debate. That's a whole nother debate there. You see what I'm saying? You know, then they got mad when Tom Brady came to the Buckaroos. We went to that bowl. I won $3 grand on the Super Bowl this year. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you know. Nine Timon, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Texas all day. Yes, sir. Hey man, rep where you from, man. Everybody rep where they from, man. Where you from? Represent where you from. Who you with? Lil John said, who you with? Yeah, man. Represent your town, man. Sophia, what's going on, sis? What's going on, Alligator Town? Yes. Them Gators. I'm a UM fan myself. You know, college I like UM. Then I jumped on Alabama bandwagon. You know what I mean? But it's always the U with me. And hell, I even like Florida State. You know, But yeah, man, shout out to Lady Shan. What's going on, Lady Shan? Please subscribe to her channel, please, Lady Shan channel. Shout out to Troy Graham. What's going on, fam? Salute to Troy. Major Key Boston, please subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. Who else we got? Shout out to anyways, let's hit these super chats. Shout out to BG for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Super chat.
Yeah.
Playtime's over, boy.
Coming in your trap and take over your trap. Shout out to Moneybag Yo for making that song about 5 years ago. Anyways, BG said I catch the replay, coach, halfway through a 15-hour shift. Damn. Woo, boy, that's brutal there, bro. Hey, man, be safe on the job, fam. I remember when I used to drive trucks. I used to drive all throughout Texas, California. I hated that West Coast trip. Love Texas because you can get your miles in Texas. I mean, if you could just run from Texas to Texarkana, Tennessee, you know, and back, you know, Arkansas, you know, just that. I used to work for Knight. I used to work for a company called Knight Transportation, right? And I used to drive all over the country. Then I told my dispatcher, I was like, man, I can't do this no more. You know, make me more regional. So I started working the Southeast, and the furthest out west that I would go is Texas. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's neither here nor there. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to who else we got? Jules and Nicholas, what's going on? Dolphins coming. Man, I've been hearing that shit since 1972. They coming. They ain't came yet. You see what I'm saying? Hey, don't get me started on these. Don't get me started, because we call them mullets. The Miami mullets. Do not get me started on the Miami mullets, man. I call them Flipper. If you know, and listen, you know, if y'all used to watch Flipper back in the day, you know, it's a little boy. He used to talk to the Dolphin Flipper, and Flipper used to come up and talk, and the only one understood what the Dolphin was saying was the little boy. So Flipper come up in the ocean, and whatever the case may be, the little boy be on the dock. He said, "What's wrong, Flipper? Mr. Wilson needs help. Are you sure? Do you want me to call the ambulance? Okay, Flipper, show me where is that? And then the boy, I used to be like, damn, how come this little boy understand what the Dolphin's saying? So I'm sitting there watching the show, trying to interpret Dolphin, because the little boy understood everything Flipper said. So every time when I think about that show, I think about the Dolphins. And if you know anything about the Dolphins back in the day when they had Joe Robbie Stadium, when Dan Marino was playing with the Dolphins, you know, they had this little a pool where every time the field goal kicker kick a field goal, the Dolphins jump up in the air and hit a little flip and bam, you know, because he followed the football and come right back down the middle. Well, one day, Flipper broke his back. One day, Flipper jumped out the pool, the field goal went wide right, and when it went wide right, the Dolphin followed the ball, and then when he landed, he missed the whole pool and broke his back on the concrete, and that's why we ain't seen Flipper no more. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Shout out to 9 Timo Mansell for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, shout out to the Dallas Mavs. Shout out to the Dallas Mavs. Shout out to Always Juicy once again. Shout out to D Nice. They call me D Nice. You don't know nothing about D Nice, man. And we talking about the DJ. You know, he was with BDP back in the day, man. I'm telling my age right now. Shout out to Rick James, bitch. Shout out to New Money DMG in the building. I know I'm yelling, guys, but please forgive me. A little excited today. Gerald Field say Chicago Bears all day. Okay. Johnny Blaze say I'm from KC and dislike the Chiefs. Nah, man, the Chiefs pretty good, man. The Chiefs pretty good. Jeff Lucietta say Richmond, California in the house. Oh, you in the Bay Area. You're in Richmond. You up there in the Bay Area then. Yeah, I should drive through there too. Eddie Val, what's going on, fam? Liberty City. Jules to say he Liberty City. Yes, y'all. Liberty City over town. Brown subs. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Absolutely. You know, right there on the Ave, Alabama. You know what I mean? So right over the railroad tracks. It's rough in Liberty City, boy. It is rough. I be talking to kids down there, and I be going to some of the schools down there from time to time through a church ministry, and I go down and talk to these kids at youth risk, man, and it ain't looking good, bro. But you know, we got to do our part. Shout out to Self. Shout out to Nikki. Nikki say Florida State. Okay. Elvis say Evan say Colts going to make some noise this season. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Mad Chat boxing and sports. What's going on? Let's see. Shout out to Mark Nash. What's happening? Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to Mark Nash YouTube channel. Shout out to Tua ready. Tua pretty good. I like Tua. As a matter of fact, I like this Dolphins. I really do. I like this team of Dolphins right here. I really do. You see what I'm saying? You know, I just don't like every time the Patriots used to play the Dolphins, right? We go to the games. I used to be in the skybox sometimes. We go to the games and stuff. And it's this dude. You know, if you go to the games a lot, it's this dude named Big Papa Pump, big black dude. They always showing him on the screen, big fat dude, and he got the flag and all that stuff there. And it's always one. Yeah, well, you know, we didn't do good this year, but we the only team that went 17-0. And they talk about the perfect season. And then Don Shula old ass out there in the wheelchair, and we showing Zonka, and they go to reminiscing about what happened in 1972. And I'm like, man, I be damn. This shit right here. So this what I had to contend with down there, down here in Miami, man. I have to contend with that, But it is what it is, man. They call him Flipper, captain of the sea. Hey, anyways, James Burrell said, little boy, you can talk fish. You've been smoking her coats. Hey, listen, bro, I'm telling you, bro. You listen, man. I don't know how old you is, James, but I'm telling you, when I used to watch Flipper, I used to always wonder how the hell this little boy was understanding what this fish was saying. They say a dolphin ain't a fish. It's a damn fish to me. You know what I mean? It's a fish to me. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, guys. I don't want to get off topic. Man. You know what I mean? I don't want to get off topic, man, because I know we talking about football and Flipper and all of that stuff there, man. But anyways, I'm looking at, we definitely going to talk about AJ, but I got something real special for AJ tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So, here go Mark Nash's channel, man. Please subscribe to his channel, man. That's his YouTube link right there. Mark Nash. Sub to Mark Nash. He got a lot of interesting things going on over there. It's he can explain this channel better than I can. You know what I mean? But for real though, you know what I mean? Really though, you know what I mean? So Peter Barnard said he said they don't have enough whistling theme songs to TV anymore. Nah, everything too woke today. Everything too woke, too offensive. It just, yeah, man. I haven't watched TV in a long time. Only time I watch TV is when Power comes on. Power. Now I'm watching I'm watching this show called Sisters. I don't know how the hell I got hooked on that. My cousin got me hooked on that. But yeah, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely though. Absolutely. Shout out to the Punch Drunk Boxing. Please subscribe to Punch Drunk channel. Please subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? So and shout out to all the football fans. I mean the American football fans, because I don't want to offend anyone in the UK, because UK says we are the real football. You see what I'm saying? So I get that. So I have to preface it by saying shout out to American football fans. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, listen, guys, we're going to talk about AJ. We definitely going to do that. You know what I mean? Have to do that. But we're going to talk about Jermell Charlo as well, and even Castano. So now, if this rematch doesn't happen, which more than likely it probably won't anytime soon, then what's next? What's next for Jermell Charlo? What's next for Castano? You see what I'm saying? Well, I think Jermell Charlo is going to have mandatories. What I'm saying is when you are a unified champion, IBF, WBC, WBA, you got to defend those titles against someone. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have mandatories that you're gonna have to fight, right? Unless Al Haymon is able to maneuver something to where, hey man, the sanctioning bodies have to bow down to Al, or maybe he can work something out. Because we know like certain PBC fighters, they don't have to defend titles, defend mandatories, depending on who you are. You know what I mean? Well, if it's the WBC, they don't. If it's the WBC, the relationship that they have with PBC, they don't really have to, they do what they want to do over there. To be honest with you. The sanctioning body is some bullshit. Mauricio Suleiman, he full of shit, whatever. Don't know the guy, never met him. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So got to call these guys out on what I see is what I see. You know what I mean? And when I see some bullshit, I'm going to call it out. Anyways. So check it out, though. So let's look this up. Let's look this up, guys. We'll go ahead and share this right quick. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be Jermell Charlo's mandatory, right? But in this particular division, as you can see right here, guys, we have Jermell Charlo. He's a super welterweight champion. Right? And we have the regular WBA champion, which is Lara, Erislandy Lara, and then we have the gold champion Michael Soro. Now, I don't know what the hell the gold champion is. So WBA has 3 different belts. They have 3 different belts. So we see this, right? Now let's move on. WBA has 3 different belts. Now, I don't know who would be the mandatory for Jermell Charlo's belt. I don't know who 1 through 10 is, right? I don't know who 1 through 10 is. You see what I'm saying? So I really don't know who 1 through 10 is. So, he's going to, but more than likely, he's going to have to fight somebody. Let's look at the rankings right here. WBA rankings. Let's do this. The WBA rankings. Let's see. WBA rankings for super welterweight. Well, we just looked at that. Okay, bam, ta-da. Here we go, ta-da. So now, we know that Jermell Charlo, him and Castano fought for Undisputed. It was a damn good fight, a great fight. Let me sit back and chill. It was a great fight. I'm happy that we was able to get a fight for Undisputed. So shout out to Al Haymon for making that happen. An in-house fight. It was an in-house fight. And most of these fights we're seeing are going to be in-house fights, period. So shout out to Al Haymon for doing that, making that happen. So now you got Jermell Charlo right here. You got Lara. He's a WBA or regular world champion. And then these are the top 10. So this is Brian Castano. I guess these are the top 10 for the WBO. I'm not sure what these are, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to make anything up. But Brian Castano is going to have to defend his belt against a mandatory. And then Jermell Charlo has a WBC, IBF, and he's a WBA super champion as well. You see what I'm saying? But he's going to have to fight. He's going to more than likely have to fight a mandatory if the rematch isn't made. If call Al, if call Al, say they don't boss, but they gotta call Al. But if call Al don't quote unquote advise it, it ain't gonna happen. Advise meaning, hey, listen, man, you ain't gonna make this move, you gonna make that move. Right? That's what that means. I call it like I see it. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just don't tell me you're your own boss when you have a boss. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So we'll see what's up with that. Now let's move on to the IBF. Let's see what's up, because I think Jermell has the IBF as well, right? He has the IBF as well. So he does have the IBF. We're going to see what's happening with that. Who's going to be? Let's look at the ratings. The IBF ratings, rankings. Let's do that. And let's look at it for, we want to find about weight division. They're showing Anthony Joshua. I don't want to see Anthony Joshua. I want to see super welterweight, junior middleweight. It's the same shit. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right, now let's get it. Let's get it in. We got Jermell Charlo. He's a WBA, WBC, which we already know, WBO as well. So now, I don't know which one of these guys will be his mandatory to fight. You got Tim Tszyu. I'm hearing that Tim Tszyu is going to be the mandatory for Brian Castano. So we'll see what's up with that. Brian Castano is a Rolling Stone. That boy go all over the world and fight people. He's the true definition of a road warrior. He will go into anyone's backyard. A lot of the American fighters, they don't do that. Probably because America is such a huge country, you know, but you know, they don't never do that. So I take my hat off to any of those fighters who, you know, and then we hear that Teofimo Lopez is going to drop his IBF belt. So some people say he ducking, whatever the case may be. Guess what? He might be ducking. He might be ducking. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on for a minute, guys. Hold on for a minute. Please hold on for a minute, guys. Someone is at the door. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I was on mute. I have an Amazon delivery bringing it in right now. Just give me 1 minute and we're going to get back to chopping it up. Yeah, we back. Amazon, you know, Amazon, man. You know what, man? Much stuff is I order off of Amazon. I should have stock in that company. Literally. Much stuff is bruh, like literally, I order everything from Amazon. Jeff Bezos on, you know, I'm gonna go to my account and see how much money I spent on with Amazon. So, anyways, right now we see what's going on, right? I don't know exactly who is who. But it says here Jermell Charlo mandatory November 30th. Jermell Charlo has a mandatory. He has to defend this belt IBF by November 30th. Right? Who the mandatory is going to be, we don't know yet. Who the mandatory is going to be, we don't know yet. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't know yet who the mandatory is going to be right now. You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Gerald Field says he can't hear. I think everything is working well. I'm not on mute. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm not on mute. But yeah, he's going to have to defend this belt. Whoever the IBF decides is going to be. Who will, for the WBA, we don't know who the mandatory is going to be there. You see what I'm saying? Let's go. So that's the WBA. I'm not even going to look up the WBC. He has the IBF. We can look up the WBC as well. Let's look up the WBC. I don't think we didn't got to worry about the WBC. WBC, they don't make nobody from the PBC fight mandatories. That's bro, like literally. I literally saw Wilder not have to fight Dillian White since 1982. So, all right. So Lubin, you say Jaden, you say Lubin, right? Okay, let's see. Is that must be for WBA? Let's look and see. Lubin. I think that's probably for the WBC. That's the WBA right there. WBO. We'll go here, look at the WBO. And I think for the WBC, who is that going to be? Where the WBC at? No, we're looking for WBC. Let's do that. I'm gonna find their website. We know Mauricio Suleiman full of shit. He is definitely full of shit. He is definitely that. Absolutely. Especially when it comes to the PBC. And I even see maybe even Top Rank as well. He full of shit when it comes to Top Rank as well. So that's what they say. You know, let's look at the super welterweight division for the WBC. So Jermell got that. We already know that. One title, December 2019, last defense, yada, 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 yada. We know that. Lubin. Hey, so you're right about that, Jaden. It's going to be Lubin. Lubin is the number one contender. Lubin is the number one contender. Now, I'm thinking that Charlo can fight anyone in his top five or whatever. Tony Harris is back on there. He may choose to fight Tony Harris again, or he may fight Lubin. But my thing is this here, guys. When you have all of those belts, you have mandatories that you're going to have to fight. Dragon Leg, what you say, fam? Do you think Lubin has a chance with Jermell? Yeah, he has a chance if he can take Jermell's punch. If he can take Jermell's punch, he has a chance. If he can take his punch. The thing is, Jermell does hit hard. He has power. And I don't think Jermell will be, even though he knocked Lubin out when, like 3-4 years ago? Like 3-4 years ago. So Lubin has been fighting his way to get back to that number one spot again. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So he has a chance. You know, Jermell is one of my favorite fighters, but he definitely has a chance. Lubin is not a joke. He's not a slouch. He's not a slouch at all. He's not a slouch at all. So I don't know. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. I don't know, man. Hey, but Jaden, thanks for letting me know that's Lubin. Yeah, Lubin. So right now, you know, between the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC, you know, Jermell Charlo is going to have some mandatories he's going to have to fight. He might not have to worry about the WBC though. You see what I'm saying? He might not have to worry about the WBC, guys. You know what I mean? So, Peter Varnas, what you say, brother? You say, BAKHRAM is the IBF first in line. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's the IBF first in line. And the thing is, it said this mandatory here, he has to fight. It has to be by November 30th of this year. By November 30th of this year. So hell, Jermell. So what I'm saying all that to say this, guys. If that rematch doesn't happen, you know, this might be why. This might be why. You got 3 belts, you have more responsibility. 3 times the responsibilities. Well, we'll say 2 times. He ain't got to worry about the WBC. You know, Mauricio gonna let Jermell do whatever he wants to do. You know, that's what he's gonna let him do. So you ain't got to worry about that. So, but the IBF and the WBA might be a little something different. You know what I mean? They might be a little something different, guys. So, and then with the WBO, look at Jermell. Jermell looking like he don't snort a half kilo of cocaine. hey. Yeah, Castano was looking so relaxed. He looking tense. A doggone ratings. Let's look at the WBO. So the WBO, The you know, I'm at the wrong spot. Sorry about that, guys. The WBO, I think Castano is going to have to fight Zoo. Teofimo, they say he's going to drop his belt because he don't want to go to Australia. What do you guys think about that? I think Castano is going to have to fight Zoo. Costa Zoo's son. So receipts. They go to receipts. The receipts. They go to receipts. They have a WBO Oriental champion, Intercontinental champion, WBO Africa. They got a million goddamn belts, bro.
Unknown caller.
Hold on, guys. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. I don't know how that happened. Sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call. Let me take this off of Bluetooth. Let's do that. Let's take this off of Bluetooth. Let's take this off of Bluetooth. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Someone called. Anyways, WBO. Let's see who this guy's gonna have to fight. I think Zeus. I think he's gonna have to fight Costa Zoo's son. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think he's gonna have to fight Costa Zoo's son. So what we're gonna do right here now is he has one belt. Castano is going to have to defend his title. More than likely, he's going to have to go to Australia. He doesn't mind doing that. Jermell Charlo is going to have to defend his belt with the IBF and the WBA. We're not worried about the WBC. We know the WBC lets PBC do pretty much what they want to do, so we ain't got to worry about that. Right now, as it relates to what's the brother name with top ranked guys? As it relates to Teofimo Lopez, off topic. Teofimo is going to drop his belt from what I'm hearing. They say he's going to drop his belt from what I'm hearing. They say he's going to drop his belt. If he drop his belt, some people are saying that he's ducking Kambosos. I don't see him ducking Kambosos myself, but I'm not here to cap for Teofimo Lopez. I don't have a relationship with him. Don't know him. Really don't care too much. You know what I mean? You know, I know his father gets drunk, talk a lot of shit. That's what his dad do, but that's what his dad's supposed to do. I don't have a problem with neither one of them. I don't have a dog in the race as relate to that. Teofimo is my favorite 135 pounder, but I kind of understand where he's coming from. If he don't want to go fight someone overseas, so be it. But if you took that money from Triller, you probably want to pay them their money back. Pay them their money back then. You know what I mean? They should have fought in their original date. Instead of changing it, instead of changing the date because Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul was supposed to be fighting around that time, instead of changing the date, they should have stuck to the date. If they would have stuck to that original date, we would have had a fight. And then they postponed the fight. Right, guys? They postponed the fight, and then Teo got COVID. Second top ranked fighter that came up with COVID mysteriously. So he mysteriously caught COVID. Then they sold pictures of him being all over the world, and I guess he was in Italy or somewhere, whatever the case may be. And, you know, now, I will say that to say this. I say all that to say this. There's a possibility, guys, that you can get COVID and not show any symptoms. You can actually get tested positive, or it could be a false positive. But I'm not here to talk about that. That's a very touchy subject on the internet. The internet is pushing a certain agenda, a pro-government agenda, and you have to toe the line with that. So I'm gonna back away from that. Over here in America, it's been very tyrannical, so to speak. I'll say that. I'll say that. I'll say that. So this one guy says, "Goddamn, stop repeating yourself." I tell you what, goddamn, stop watching me. Take your ass somewhere else. As a matter of fact, you don't want me to repeat myself? You don't have to be here. Bye. I'll help you out. Put him on timeout right quick. So anyways, if he dropped the belt, I don't know what's going to happen with that belt with Tio. We don't know if, if he's going to, will Kambosos be the first one in line to fight for the belt, whatever the case may be, I don't know. If Tio is dropping the belt so he can go fight Lomachenko, that'll be a good fight too. That's an in-house fight. That's an in-house fight. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Of course, we want to see Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight again. Care nothing about the theatrics or whatever the case. You guys know me. I care nothing about the theatrics. No drama. I just want to see the guy. I just want to see good fights. Sometimes it's good. What I notice about this about this boxing content creation stuff, sometimes it's good not to have certain dogs in the race, because when you have certain dogs in the race, some of those dogs, and I remember talking to Ness, and Ness is kind of saying that, like, hey man, certain guys, these guys are very sensitive. These guys are very sensitive. These guys are very, very sensitive in boxing. So if you let's say you interview somebody and you kind of hey, what you say? Alex Gill, you say, Coach, it's out of spite for that troll. I didn't catch what you said. Can you repeat it? It's all entertainment. Yeah, it's all entertainment. But if he got tired of me repeating what I said, then I'll do him a favor, put him on timeout. He ain't got to listen to it. We didn't ask him to come over here. To be honest with you, we don't beg for subscribers over here, man. We do us. You know what I mean? But yeah, check it out though, right? So, damn, I lost my train of thought. What I was talking about, Teofimo, and I love to see that fight, because I would want to see if can Lomachenko, can Teofimo have a repeat performance? What adjustments will Lomachenko do this time? So I would love to see that fight. But if he dropped the belt, he that's two titles he's out of. Because now you got Devin Haney, he's a champion in the WBC, right? And well, he's the super champion, I think, regular or super, whatever. And then of course Teofimo is the franchise champion. Franchise is undisputed now. That's what they say. You know what I mean? Franchise is undisputed now. So it's just a shit show. It's just a shit show as it relates to belts, sanctioning bodies, Mauricio Suleiman. We just want to see the fight. So if Bob Arum can make that fight happen with Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko again, that'll be great. I think that'll be great for boxing, because at the end of the day, us fans, we deserve to see good fights. But now, now I remember what I was saying. I was saying sometimes it's like, what I was talking about Ness about was when you have certain relationships with certain fighters, these guys are very sensitive. And when these guys are very sensitive. And if you criticize them in any way, form, or fashion, these guys get their feelings hurt. These boxers are sensitive as hell. Like a lot of these fighters, they warriors and gladiators in the ring, but they are some emotional fucks. They are sensitive as hell. And so sometimes, but that's the nature of the business though. That's the nature of the business. It is what it is. But these guys are very sensitive. Very sensitive. And, I don't get it. Like, you're supposed to be gladiators, modern day warriors, supposed to be ready for smoke any given time, any given place. And then you have a lot of beta males that are fans in the sport of boxing. They very sensitive. So you have a bunch of sensitive men in the sport of boxing, whether it's fans, certain fans, fanboys, or fighters. And you can't make everybody happy. Karma Serene. Karma, you're right. It's Ralph Tresvant boys, exactly. Men with sensitivity. You can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, right? And they get very emotional. Even though boxing is an emotional sport, but they get emotional from a, like, my feeling, you hurt my feeling standpoint. What you say on consolidated planning, you say if Loma opens up too early, he can get cracked. It'll be a great fight either way, though. Yeah, but the thing is, there has to be a flip side to that. What could Lomachenko do to counter what Lopez is doing? Because, yeah, if Loma opens up too early, he can get cracked. But if Teofimo Lopez is not a perfect fighter. He has holes, he has chinks in his armor as well. So how could Lomachenko take advantage of Teofimo Lopez? Scared asses cheated the man, now have been mum. You giving Brian a rematch. Yet he think he's owed a Canelo fight. Yeah, you know what? Muhammad, we say Mahmoud. I don't think, no. That's not Jermell Charlo. Jermell doesn't want the Canelo fight. It's Jermell Charlo. I think you're confusing the two brothers. It's Jermell Charlo. Bon Scott, what you say, fam? T.O. going to eat some pizza and Snickers, get to that 140 pounds and fight Barrera. I don't know. I think if T.O. was to do that, Bon, I think that he should just move up to fight. He should do that. If he should move up to fight Josh Taylor, because both of them are top ranked fighters. If he's gonna fight at 140, just fight Josh Taylor, because Tank ain't gonna fight him. Tank ain't fighting. Hell, Tank ain't fighting none of those guys. He's gonna fight another flat-foot Mexican. That's the PBC way, or that's the Floyd Mayweather way that he have for Tank. You know, we ain't gonna see Tank and them with no elite fighters. Ain't nobody gonna be elite. They gonna hype it up like he elite, but we ain't gonna see that. So Teofimo, you know, if he go to 140, Bond, he can fight, Josh Taylor. They on the same side of the street. So that fight should be easy to be made. But of course, that will be after Teofimo fights Lomachenko, if that fight happens. I say if, because we don't know. Unless the contract is signed, we don't know. He said, do you think we're going to get locked down again because of the Delta variant? I don't know, man. I'm in Florida, man. Our governor over here ain't with he's not with the semantics. There's a lot of semantics going on. I can't really talk about it because, you know, this platform is a part of the semantics, so I can't really say too much about it. I hope not, though. I hope not. You know what I mean? I hope not. Philly Fly, what you say, fam? Boxing has turned into a joke. Yeah, it really has. It's really turned into a joke. It really has turned into a joke. It really has. It's really turned into a joke. I really, you know what? I don't want to say boxing has turned into a joke. He said, what you say, Self? You can be a fan without being a fanboy. Yeah, that's the difference. These guys don't know what the difference between, not you guys in the chat, but a lot of those guys don't know the difference between a fan and a fanboy. There's a difference. A fanboy is someone that's a fanatic. He's fanatical, aka radical, about his particular fighter that he loves or likes so much. And you can't say anything, criticize nothing about this fighter. A fanboy is someone who would get overly emotional about anything that you say about a Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or we're talking about the popular fighters who people are really, really fanboys of. Or maybe even Anthony Joshua, Manny Pacquiao, when Floyd Mayweather was boxing. So they get overly emotional. Trust me, I know. I used to be like that. I was like that with Mike Tyson, Marvin Hagler, Pernell Whitaker, and Roy Jones. So I know I was just like that. I was just like that. Tune say, watch your mouth, coach. Yep. Already know. Already know. Already know. We already know. We got the praise. We got the praise Tank. Now pray. We got to praise him. We got to praise him. Don't say anything. So that's what I'm talking about. He said, no, that Lopez versus Loma rematch is a big fight. I'll be surprised if it isn't next. You know what? The fans will be happy with that fight. The fans will be happy with that fight. No disrespect, brother. Keep doing your thing. I wouldn't come on your channel to offend you. No trolling. I apologize. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. I just, I didn't want to, if you didn't like the content and you felt like I was just, kept repeating myself, I just felt like, hey, man, maybe this ain't the spot for you. That's all. But, yeah, much respect to you. Gerald, what do you say, brother? You said, to be honest, Tank have a better chance to beat anybody than all of those guys. Yeah, but this is the thing, though. Me and you believe that. But Tool say, yeah, me and you believe that, but Floyd Mayweather don't believe that. What's the other brother name they got over there? Leonard Ellaby, Garage Nose Leonard. Don't believe that. And this a Dragon Leg. This is the thing. You say Tank, number one pound for pound, period. The only way you're going to know who's the number one pound for pound, they have to fight other guys who are pound for pound. Let me explain it to you. When you have several A-class fighters, let's say this. Let's say Teofimo Lopez, Tank is in that weight division. Josh Taylor, Tank is in that weight division because he's fighting 130, 135, or let's say 135 and 140. If you have top guys in the 135 division and you have top guys in the 140 division, the only way that you can, but now pound for pound is subjective. So I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling that Tank is pound for pound. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your subjective opinion. There's nothing factual about it, right? It's your subjective opinion. People who come up with these pound for pound lists, they do it based on who they like and who they don't like. And I'm just saying, like, even these so-called experts, Dragon Leg, they do it based on who they like and who they don't like. Just being honest with you, right? It's very subjective. There's no actual facts on pound for pound, especially nowadays. Especially nowadays. You see what I'm saying? There's no actual facts on it. It's who these writers and reporters like, who come up with this list. That's who goes on there. Remember, they praised Lomachenko like he was the best thing since sliced cheese. Andre Ward was undefeated, kicking ass. Crawford was still at 140, became undisputed, and they still had Lomachenko as number one pound for pound. Teddy Atlas sucking him up. Lomachenko is the greatest thing ever. He's the greatest thing ever. Yada, yada, yada. The man had like 10 fights and 1 loss, and they were saying he was pound for pound over Terrence Crawford, who was at 140 at the time, and Andre Ward, who was a two-division weight champion and had them beat Sergey Kovalev. So they praise the hell out of them European fighters. It's very subjective. It's very subjective. You know what I mean? So I don't pay the pound for pound shit no mind at all, guys. I'm just being honest with you. I do not pay the pound for pound list no mind at all. But I will say this. So you see back there behind me to my left. Well, to my right. You see Pernell Whitaker fighting Oscar De La Hoya. Pernell Whitaker was a top-notch fighter. Oscar De La Hoya was a top-notch fighter. I need to see Tank have a fight like that. That'll be Tank and Teofimo Lopez. That's how you know somebody is pound for pound or somebody is the top guy. When the top guys fight the top guys. That's how it was in my era. Deontay Wilder is a top guy. Tyson Fury is a top guy. Even though I don't like neither fighter, but they are top guys. We know who's the best out of those two because they fought each other. I can't say that if a guy fights Marios Barrios, that makes him pound for pound. I can't say that. Who the hell is Mario Barrios? Who is he? I know who Pernell Whitaker and Oscar De La Hoya was. I know who Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston was. This is how you become top guys when you fight other top guys. Now, I know in this day and age of boxing, the fans don't want to see that. Well, the fanboys don't want to see that. You see what I'm saying? You know, but that's how boxing has always been. The top guys fight. Now, when that top guy who you say is the best fights another top guy who everyone else says is the best, and he beats him, this is why Teofimo Lopez got so much credit. He fought the pound for pound top guy, which I didn't agree that he was a pound for pound. He fought Vasily Lomachenko, and he dominated and he beat him. So this is what makes Lomachenko, this is what makes Teofimo the top guy in the 135 pound division. Because of the path he went down. That's not a slight on Tank. I'm just telling you how it goes. This is how the boxing world goes. This is how you know who's the top dog. When top dogs fight other top dogs. If you said you're a pit bull, but you fighting chihuahuas, you can't say I'm the best pit bull. I'm the best pit bull in the yard. But what about them other pit bulls? You ain't fought none of those other pit bulls. Oh well, you know we ain't fighting no pit bulls right now. You know what I mean? We're gonna do everything in house. We got a bunch of chihuahuas. You know, over here we got some German shepherds. You know, we have some Pomeranians. You know, we have Pomeranians. We have Cocker Spaniels. You know, we have we have some vicious. We have some vicious vicious like little small miniature bulldogs. We have some Yorkies. You know, if you putting your pit bull in the ring with Yorkies and Yorkies and Chihuahuas and Cocker Spaniels, you can't tell me that he's the best pit bull in the yard when he hasn't fought other pit bulls. I'm just saying for me, because the era that I grew up in, I saw Pernell Whitaker and De La Hoya fight each other. I saw Mike Tyson lose to Evander Holyfield. So we knew Evander Holyfield was the better fighter. We saw Tyson fight Lennox Lewis and he lost to Lennox Lewis. So we know Lennox Lewis was the top dog. When the top dogs fight the other top dogs, that's how we know who's who. And we can't get that, guys. Man. I can't say your guy. I can't say your guy is the best guy when he's fighting Mario Barrios, and no knock on Mario Barrios, but I can't say it. It's the same argument. It's the same argument that you say with Crawford. You say, well, he ain't fought nobody at welterweight. He ain't fought nobody. Okay. But then you tell me Tank fought somebody. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. And this is not a knock on anyone. I'm just saying, from me being 47 years old, how you know a top fighter is a top, like right here. Jermell Charlo fought the top guy. He fought Brian Castano. So, unfortunately, we didn't get a win out of that. It was a draw. But Jermell Charlo fought a top guy. He fought another champion. Not a regular champion. He fought a top dog. This guy is a top dog, period. So I need to see those. I need to see those kind of fights. I'm just saying for me. Now the new age fight fans, I get it. I understand your mentality very well. I get it. Trust me. I know your mentality better than you probably know your own mentality. I get it. But I'm saying for me, in order for a guy to be pound for pound or whatever, pound for pound is very subjective. So I can't really go by pound for pound, but for me, I need if your guy is a killer, I need to see him fight another killer. That's all I'm saying. That's whether it's Crawford, like, okay, perfect example. Errol Spence, he fought Sean Porter. He fought Sean Porter to get his ass beat, but they pretty much everybody in the welterweight division that's top guys. But he fought Sean Porter. He did that. He fought Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia haven't beat any top guy in the welterweight division. And that ain't no shade. That's facts. As a matter of fact, we can pull it up. Because just in case anyone think I'm lying, just in case anyone think I'm lying about Sean Porter. I mean about Danny Garcia. Like the record will speak for itself. Right? The record will speak for itself. The record will speak for itself. Shout out to my co-host who's not here. Shelton Moore. Shelton don't, you guys know Shelton don't like Danny Garcia. Shelton don't like Danny Garcia. But let's look at it though. I'm finna prove my point to you. Like right here, this is Danny Garcia. He fought Zab Zuda. He beat Zab Zuda in a 12-round unanimous decision. All of this, I think, was in let me see. Yeah, Danny Garcia he won the vacant lightweight title. Moved up. Light welterweight. He moved up. Light welter, light welter. So he had some of his best fights at light welterweight, right? He moved up to welterweight. He fought Robert the Ghost, won the vacant WBC belt. Who in the hell is Robert the Ghost? Ain't nobody. Floyd Mayweather beat that dude. But I'm just pointing it out. He fought Robert the Ghost. He beat him. He fought Samuel Vargas. He beat him. TKO stoppage. He fought Brandon Rios. No, he fought Keith Thurman, top welterweight. He lost to him. He fought Brandon Rios, 9th round TKO. He fought Sean Porter. He lost to him, unanimous decision. He fought Adrian Granados. He fought Ivan Redback, Red Cat or whatever. And then he fought Errol Spence and got beat by a 12-round unanimous decision. So anytime Danny Garcia has fought a top guy, he got his ass whooped. Now, this is not shade. I'm not throwing shade to Danny Garcia. I'm just telling you, the record speaks for itself. Anytime he fought a top guy at welterweight, he got his ass whooped. So what does that tell me? Danny Garcia is not a top guy in the welterweight division. Because he has not beaten a top guy since he's been in the welterweight division. He said everyone on Terrence Crawford fought before had no loss on their record, and they became journeymen, and some bet off after the fight was real for welterweight competition. I'm just saying, like, I'm not making an argument for Terrence Crawford or anything. Terrence Crawford is my guy. I'm not making an argument for him. I'm just saying how I judge who's the top guy. The top guys got to fight each other. What you say? Dundada. Spence is beating Thurman leftovers. Is that what you're saying? No, I'm not even saying that, but he is beating Thurman leftovers. Because that's what Thurman is saying. Thurman is saying, oh man, I already beat Sean Porter. Because that's what Keith Thurman says. That's what Keith Thurman says. You already beat my leftovers. You beating my leftovers. That's what Keith Thurman says. But hell, that ain't Errol Spence's fault. Errol Spence can only fight the guys they put in front of him, right? Mr. Big Fish, Cap, call Al. Mr. Call Al. He can only fight the people who they put in front of him, right? Or the people he requests. Because Errol Spence said he is his own boss. So if he fights someone, it's because he chose to fight him. So let's look at what the brother name is. They say Sean Porter's a killer, right? At the welterweight division. That's what they say. They say Sean Porter's a killer at the welterweight division. He's the top guy at the welterweight division, right? That's what they say. So let's see. Right here, Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz. Julio Diaz. He fought Kell Brook. In 2014, he lost to him. That was the top welterweight at that time. He beat Adrian Broner. We seen that. He fought Keith Thurman, another top welterweight. He lost. Unanimous decision, 12 rounds. He fought Andre Berto. He fought Adrian Granados. He fought Danny Garcia. Beat Danny Garcia, 12-round unanimous decision. Like I said, everybody beat. Listen, my co-host Shelton Moore was right. He said they take turns kicking Danny Garcia ass at the welterweight division. Hey, shout out to Shelton, man. Hey, Shelton say they take turns kicking Danny Garcia ass at the welterweight division. Hey man, shout out to Danny Garcia, man. I ain't trying to clown you, bro, but it is what it is. He fought Ugas. That was a good fight. Me personally, I thought Ugas beat Sean Porter. I'm just being honest with you guys. And then he fought Errol Spence. That was a damn good fight. That was Sean Porter's best fight against Errol Spence. He got knocked down and he only lost to a split decision. So if Sean Porter don't get knocked down by Errol Spence, guess what, guys? It's a possibility that Sean Porter could be that unified welterweight champion. This was the best fight he's ever had against Errol Spence. Sean Porter did that. Footwork was a mother. He was the smaller fighter, the shorter fighter. Well, he was the shorter fighter. He didn't have the arm reach, but this was his best fight. He brought the best out of Errol Spence this fight. And then Sebastian Formella, he went 12 rounds with this guy. But Sean has fought everybody. Sean has fought everybody. Now, what does this list have in common? Outside of Kell Brook, all of these guys are PBC fighters. So everybody is fighting in-house fights. You see what I'm saying, guys? Everybody's fighting in-house fights. And depending on which fighter it is, that would determine whether you're going to see a cross-promotion fight. Like I told you guys, the PBC does business with other promotional companies. The PBC does fights with Top Rank. The PBC does fight with Matchroom. Matchroom. But they just will not cross-promote their top fighters. They don't like cross-promoting their top fighters. They'll do a PBC will work with Top Rank with any of their low-level fighters. But when it comes to the top fighters, nah, you're on the wrong side of the street. Now it's the wrong side of the street. You see what I'm saying? This is what's going on in the sport of boxing. This is what's going on in the sport of boxing. Oh, I would love to see that fight too. I would love to see Crawford and Keith Thurman. That boy Keith the real deal. But Danny Garcia at 147, he hasn't done anything at 147. He ain't beat nobody. I'm just saying, like, he ain't beat nobody, right? So, at least Jermell Charlo, let's look at Jermell Charlo. At least Jermell fight all the top. I think he's been fighting all the top guys, right? What do you guys think about Jermell Charlo? What do you guys think about Jermell? What do you guys think about Jermell Charlo? Oh, he's a Tars. What do you guys think about Jermell? Hell, Jermell, he got 35 fights. Let's see. He has 36 fights. 1 loss and 1 draw. He has 36 fights, 18 knockouts. He fought Rosario. That was a good fight. Picked up the strap there. He beat John Jackson. Won the vacant WBC light middleweight title. Retained it, defended it. He lost to Tony Harris in a unanimous decision. Fought Jorge Cota. Knocked him out. Fought Tony Harris again. Stopped him in the 11th round. He fought Rosario. Took those straps from Rosario. And then he fought Brian Castano to a draw. So Jermell Charlo is doing his thing. Let's look at Jermell Charlo. Because what I don't understand, guys, and I don't want you guys thinking I'm being too hard on Jermell Charlo, but I have to. Guys. I have to. Because Jermell Charlo is letting the little twin outshine him. Jermell Charlo is letting the little twin outshine him. Jermell has 32 fights, 0 losses. Looks impressive, right? Looks impressive. But who has he fought? He fought Julian Williams. That's J-Rock. He did that. He fought Hugo Centeno Jr. This fight right here, I thought he lost this fight. This was what is it? Matt Korobov. I thought he lost this fight. I thought he lost that fight, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly thought he lost that fight. This was the same fight that I think Tony Harrison had beat. If I'm not mistaken, let's see. Hold on, before I run my mouth and say that, I might be wrong. Yep, December 22nd, 2018. December 22nd, 2018. Jermell Charlo lost this fight to me. I saw that fight twice. Jermell Charlo lost that fight. To me, he did. The judges gave it to him. Brandon Adams, Dennis Hogan. The problem I have with Jermell Charlo, he fought Deryanchenko. PBC fight. He fought Deryanchenko. That was a tough fight. That was a tough fight. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. That was a good fight, though. Jermell and Deryanchenko. That was a damn good fight. The only part now, Montiel, nah, I can't. You know, I can't. You know what I mean? Like this is what I'm saying. When you say you are a lion, lions are supposed to hunt other lions. Lions are supposed to fight other lions. You have the Triple G out there. He 100 years old. You have Andrade. They say Andrade is garbage. He's this, he's that, but he got a WBO strap. Ain't nobody trying to fight him. Jermell Charlo is fighting to become undisputed, unified champion, fighting anyone, collecting belts. He like Thanos. He like the Thanos of that division. He collecting the Infinity Stones so he can become undisputed. Jermell Charlo is the total opposite. Jermell Charlo ain't trying to collect shit. He ain't trying to become unified. He don't want to become undisputed. He don't have that Thanos mentality. Jermell Charlo. 2 twins. Both of them come from the same mother. 2 different mentalities. One twin is angry, mad every day, want to fight, want all the smoke. The other twin, he chilling. I have a problem with that. Especially when you tell me, 1, you are your own boss, and 2, you are a lion. Either you are lying or you are a lion. Which one is it? Are you a lion or are you lying? Your actions show me that you are lying. Jermell Charlo actions show me that he is the lion of the 2 brothers. This is not a slight against Jermell Charlo. I have to call it like it is. Again, with me, guys, I don't have a relationship with nobody. I don't have a dog in the race, and I kind of like this. Because when you don't have a relationship with people and you just do your thing, you don't have to feel like you know what, I ain't gonna never feel obligated to cap for nobody. But I gotta call it like I see it. I gotta call it like I see it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying I gotta call it like I see it. I don't have time to cater to people's feelings and babysit them and give them some sugar and hold them and be all booed up with them and come on, man, this is a gladiator sport. You're supposed to be warriors and shit. I ain't got time to be hugging you and giving you sugar and trying to make you feel good. You ain't got no business worried about what a nigga like me saying any goddamn ways. I'm just a podcaster who cover the sport of boxing. But these dudes are so goddamn sensitive, and when you call them out on their shit, they get mad and it's World War III. They want to go around and get videos taken down and ask people to yada, 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 yada. Man, you take that video down. Man, I ain't taking shit down. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Fight somebody. I don't care who it is. You know, when I started this channel, I told y'all anybody can get it. And that's what I liked about Adrian Broner. Now, let's look at Adrian Broner. Let's look at Adrian Broner. Let's look at Adrian Broner, guys. Now, Adrian Broner, when people, listen, bro. I misspelled his name. I know I did. Bruh, let me tell you something. Now, Adrian Broner don't fault. You talking about a record? Now, he been getting his ass kicked, but this dude don't fight some tough ass fights, bro. He lost to Marcos Maidana, welterweight title fight. He fought Carlos Molina, Emmanuel Taylor, John Molina Jr. He lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Mikey Garcia. Fought Jesse Vargas to a draw, and he lost to Manny Pacquiao. This dude has fought Manny Pacquiao before Errol Spence got to him, before Keith Thurman got to him. He's fought Mikey Garcia. He's fought Sean Porter. I think he fought Mikey. He fought Mikey, I think, at 140. He's fought Maidana. He haven't been the same since this fight. Ever since AB fought Maidana, he ain't been the same. Maidana beat the brace off that boy. Got him gunshot. He won't even throw his hands. But my point is this. Adrian Broner has fought some tough guys in the welterweight division. Tough guys. He fought some tough guys. And then we not even gonna look at Manny Pacquiao. We ain't gonna look at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fought Jesus, Moses, Abraham. He's been around that long. Manny Pacquiao started out as a flyweight. And for him to be an 8 division world champion, you know, everybody said that goddamn, man, he had to be on something. No proof, but he had to be on something. That's what they say. He had to be on something. AB is a 4 division champ. Yes, he is. But what has he done for me lately? You see what I'm saying? And you know, the sport of boxing, Jimmy John, that's just how it is. It's the sport of boxing is what have you done for me lately sport. You know? But AB got 34 wins, 4 losses. And he lost to Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia. I thought he was gonna beat Mikey Garcia. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna beat Mikey Garcia. I honestly did. Sean Porter, and he lost to Maidana. He haven't lost to no scrubs. Now, this one guy right here, he last fought right here. Giovanni Santiago. I thought that fight, Adrian Broner got a gift on that fight. To me, he did. He got a gift on that fight. I'm just being honest with you. I thought the guy Santiago beat him. I'm just being honest with you guys. I thought Santiago beat him. So I'm just saying, like, you know, you gotta like, Adrian Broner has some tough fights at welterweight, man. He has some tough fights at welterweight. He has some tough fights at welterweight. So my thing is, but let's say if Adrian Broner would have won one of these guys, hell, if he just would have beat Maidana, that would have like, AB beat Maidana. He lost to him unanimous decision, but you know, I'm just saying. And he took a beating that fight. And he haven't been the same since. And now he won't let his hands go. Now I think AB is in rehab. But my point is this here. You have to fight some other killers. If you want to be considered the best, you have to fight the best. You can't say you can't say your guy is a pit bull, but he's fighting chihuahuas. The only way we are going to know who is the best pit bull in the yard, one pit bull has to fight another pit bull. You see what I'm saying? This is not a knock on any fighter. Now, where am I going at with this? I don't want you guys to laugh now. I don't want you guys to laugh, but we're going to look up the resume of my favorite heavyweight right now in boxing, outside of Anthony Joshua, Trevor, the Dream. His name is the Dream. I call him the, what I call him? The Terminator. Bryan. Now, this is a resume. Trevor Bryan, we're going to start at like his 10th fight. He beat the great Jason Barnett. Trevor Bryan beat Sandy Soto. Top pound for pound heavyweight champion. He beat Erislandy Castillo. He also beat Mendoza. He beat Terrell Jamal Woods. He beat Stacey Frazier. Now this is a resume. This is a resume. He beat the great Bermain Stavern. BJ Flores. This is a resume, guys. This is a resume. Hey, this is a resume. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Charlo, my brother. He say, how did I know Trevor was coming? This is what I'm talking about. Now, you need a resume like this. You see what I'm saying? And check this out. Hold on. I got something for y'all. We say Trevor Bryan going for wildest catch record. Hey, listen, Fat Apples, you got to put some respect on my dog's name. Trevor, the Dream Bryant. You know why they call him the Dream? I call him the Terminator. But they called him the Dream because he put people to sleep when he get in the ring. I call him the Terminator because he terminate the opposition when he get in the ring. He beat a bloated cruiserweight in BJ Flores. Yeah, man, BJ Flores, man, listen. BJ Flores is one of the top heavyweights in the division. And everybody ducked Trevor Bryan. Halim, hold it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I didn't want to do it now, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You know what? You guys making me do it now. I have to do it. Let me let y'all hear something. I got an interview. I got an interview from Trevor Bryan. I got an interview from him. Interview. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Now you guys know that Trevor Bryan is about head and shoulders above the competition in the heavyweight division. If you don't know, now you know. Trevor Bryan, what you say? Johnny Blaze said Trevor Bryan versus Malik Scott 2021. man, Trevor Bryan will beat the brakes off of Malik Scott. That won't be no competition, man. We know that. Hey, Gerald, what you say? Coach, I don't know nobody on that list. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. These are some great champions. These are some great heavyweight contenders that you guys are looking at. Y'all just don't know it. He said, Coach, PBC paying Canelo $50 million for the plant fight. They should, especially if it's going to pay-per-view. They're trying to pay Malik. They're trying to pay Canelo a lot of money, hoping that they can woo him over. But that's a good move if they do that. Bon Scott says, is Trevor ranked on BoxRec? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go to BoxRec. Tell me, is Trevor ranked on BoxRec? Yeah, my dog ranked on BoxRec. Hell yeah. What my dog at? Let's look at the champions. Here you go, right here. Trevor Bryan right there. Ta-da! There you go. That's on BoxRec. Ta-da! There you go, right there. And he's Jamaican. What the blood clot, the bummer clot. And he's Jamaican. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Joyce. Hold on, I'm gonna let you guys hear something. I told you, Halim. I told you Anthony Joshua was ducking Trevor Bryant. I told you Dillian White. I told you Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury was ducking Trevor Bryant. I told y'all that, right? Let's hear what Trevor Bryant got to say.
Stays productive. We've got furniture to position them for success because at Office Depot,
Hold on, guys.
Office Max.
That damn commercial. Let me. Hey, Troy. Trevor Bryant, Jamaican. So I know you Jamaican, right? I thought all you Jamaicans stuck together. Trevor Bryant is from Jamaica, Queens. Jamaican Queen. Yeah, he's Jamaican. You don't want to claim him now. See, you were dissing Trevor Bryant, but then now you find out he's Jamaican. Now, I don't need you jumping on the bandwagon. You don't want to claim him, but he's Jamaican. Yeah. Yeah, come on, here you go right here. Let's see what Trevor the Dream Bryant, aka the Terminator, got to say.
We're talking to Trevor Bryant, one of the best heavyweights, a champion. Trevor, how you feeling this morning?
Hey, listen, man. Really said by this is a long time ago, brother.
Reporting, you're the WBA champ?
Hey, the only one in America right now. Trevor Bryant, the dream.
So,
You heard what he said? He said, you the WBA champ? He said, I'm the only one in America right now. Trevor Bryant is the only American heavyweight champion in the world right now. Facts. What it say right here, guys? What it say right here? Trevor Bryant. Titles held. WBA World Heavyweight title. Facts. Listen, I'm not making this up. It's facts. Shout out to 9 Tim Ansil for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
The man Jamaican. Here you go.
it looks like Fury and Wilder are fighting. Who wins that fight?
Fury and Wilder. Him. Got Fury again.
Do you want the winner?
Yeah, I want the winner.
Since they're fighting, Joshua's available.
The man say he want the winner out of Tyson Fury and Wilder.
Want to fight Joshua? Unless he fights
I've been
Usyk.
wanting Joshua for 3-4 years now.
What would happen in that fight?
Come on, man. You really know I'm rocking with the dream team all day. Like, hey, listen. And the Ruiz stole my moment, man. That was my time to shine. That would be my Buster Douglas moment. But and the Ruiz
Shout out to Andy.
Shout out to Andy. You know what I
did
mean?
it.
We'll work something out. But
Okay.
Joshua, I still want you, baby.
Usyk.
The man say he want Joshua. Now, you guys know Joshua's my favorite heavyweight fighter right now. But outside of Joshua, it's Trevor Bryant. The man say he want Joshua. He said he been wanting that fight for 3-4 years now. Joshua been ducking. Tyson Fury don't want no problems with the Dream, aka the Terminator, Trevor Bryant. Deontay Wilder won't even mention his name. Al Haymon don't want to make that fight. I told y'all AJ was ducking. I told you Wilder and Fury was ducking.
Who wins?
Huh?
Usyk or Joshua?
Joshua.
Why?
He's a natural heavyweight, man. Don't get me wrong, I like Usyk, but Usyk's coming from cruiserweight.
Okay, what about you?
Don't get me wrong now. He didn't fought a couple fights cruiserweight, but I went against Crisaro. I take Usyk just to show y'all I'm about that. You know what I'm saying? So
What's your prediction for you and Usyk?
me all day.
No, decision
Oh, decision?
or not?
Bro, I don't like decisions. I don't like leaving the hands of other people.
Okay.
Listen, Ellis Setback, and you know I don't like Ellis Setback at all. All he do is kiss up and suck up the fighters, be getting them awesome jawsome and spreading his cheeks. He doesn't get interviewed. You know how he do it. You know what I mean? He low. That's what he does. But you know what I mean? I ain't holding no punches. I ain't holding no punches. I'm Dolo. I'm Dolo. I ain't holding no goddamn punches. Not over here. That's why I call it. But you know you know what I mean. But you know he said that if he fight Usyk, he'll whoop Usyk. He said he don't believe in no decisions. That's why they called him the Dream, because he puts them to sleep. Right, that's my dog here, man. Listen, you guys, nobody on YouTube rocks with Trevor Bryant harder than me. Nobody.
Dillian Whyte and you, is that a fight?
Man, fuck Dillian Whyte.
Why?
Dillian Whyte been talking all that nonsense. Dillian Whyte could bring his big ass, sign a contract, and make something happen. Like, fuck Dillian Whyte. Because you know why? The reason why I say that? Because when I ain't have nothing, and when I was an intern champ, I was calling all y'all out. Y'all ain't give me a word. Y'all ain't say nothing about me. Now I'm the heavyweight champion. Y'all want to holler at me? Man, fuck y'all. Y'all gotta get in line, just like I do.
You know, Mike.
You heard what he said? Did you hear what he said? He said when he didn't have nothing, and he was calling everybody out. He was calling Dillian Whyte out. He was calling Anthony Joshua out. He was calling Wilder out. He was calling Tyson Fury out. When he didn't have anything, he said, didn't nobody want, they want to have nothing to do with him. Now he's the heavyweight champion. Now they want to call his name out. He said, y'all got to get in line. That's what my dog said. You heard him. Hey, Big Ron, you heard him. You heard what my dog said, Big Ron. He said, when I was calling y'all out for 3-4 years, I'm gonna drop the link, Troy. When I was calling y'all out for 3-4 years, y'all was ignoring me. This what Trevor Bryan said, and he's Jamaican. What the bummer clod? You know, I know a little something now. Bummer clod, Ross Clod, the pussy world. I know a little something now. You know, I know a little something. You see what I'm saying? You know, that I'm working on that. I'm working on that right there. How I'm doing, Troy? Yeah, man, y'all ain't know I knew a third language. Y'all ain't know I knew a little patois. You know, you ain't no Jamaican if you don't say bup. You know, you don't say pussy world, bup McCloud. If you don't say none of that, you ain't no real Jamaican. You just faking. Where I'm from, you got to say that in order to be Jamaican. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, anyways.
The song.
Oh, back then they didn't know me.
How about this? Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence. What do you guys think?
Oh, Earl Spence on dang. I'm
Why?
going Yachty, Jamaica. I'm going Earl.
Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Troy, the man was born in America. We know this. I'm not saying he's from Jamaica. It's a lot of people who say they Jamaicans, that they was born in America, but they're really Americans, because where you from is who you are. If you was born in America, but your parents are Jamaican, a lot of guys who I know, they say I'm Jamaican, even though they was born in America. Well, if your ass was born in America, you're American. The country where you was born at is who you are. The country where you was born at is who you are. Period. But I'm telling you, where his parents from, Troy? I'm gonna drop the link. Because I think Troy, where his parents from? Hold on, guys, hold on.
Gervonta Davis, Mario Barrios.
Gervonta.
Why?
That's a young tank, man. That man, listen, every time y'all put that man against somebody, he proves he's better than what y'all truly think. Put a helmet on.
Okay.
Shout out to Gervonta Davis.
How about you and F.A.? You know F.A.?
F.A.
Ajagba?
Oh, that bit, yeah. He a good puncher. He a good puncher. You got to do more than punch. Deontay Wilder's going to show that already.
He's doing good with Malik.
You need more than punching power, though. You got to box. You got to show other things, man, than that power. You can't get, if a person get past your power, what you going to do then?
Okay, last question I'm going to ask you. Canelo, Caleb Plant.
I'm going with Canelo. I like Caleb Plant, but Canelo.
Trevor Bryan, where do people follow you?
Hey, man, Trevor Bryan on Facebook, Trevor Bryan Jr. on Instagram, Trevor Bryan Jr. on Twitter.
So what's your message? What's your message to Dillian Whyte?
Dillian Whyte? Well, I fuck you. Fuck your mama. There you have it.
There you go.
Hopefully
there you go. He said the hell with Dillian Whyte. That's what Trevor Bryan said. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly for dropping that. That's a pound there. For dropping that quarter of a, no, that ain't no quarter. For dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
There you have it. I'm gonna drop the link. Troy mad. He don't want to claim Trevor Bryan. The man parents. I think the man parents is Jamaican, and Troy don't want to accept that. He was born in America. So we know that. But I got a few Jamaican friends. They say they're Jamaican. They was born right here in America. They say they Jamaican. Go ahead, Troy.
I don't know why, but look, Yard man not wearing no tight slacks. All right. Yard man not wear no skinny slacks. We not wear no skinny slacks, back a yard man. No, man. No.
Hey, you don't want to claim him. You don't want to claim him now.
I can't accept. No, man. Tight white slacks. No. And listen, man. I heard what you said about Dillian. Any old Dillian lick you upside the head, you're gonna be Trevor dreaming, Bryant.
Listen, you heard what. Hey, I'm gonna drop this link down here too. So you got Ellie Setback. Got this interview about a month ago. About a month ago. Yeah, man. Ellie, I got to give Ellie Setback credit on that. Now he the only guy that really interviewed Trevor Bryant. I'm trying to get him on the show. He haven't responded back yet. He haven't even read the message yet on Instagram. So I'm trying to get him on the show.
Yo, coach.
Go ahead.
I've emailed the man. I've inboxed the man. I've texted the man. I've Facebooked the man. I've Twittered the man. He's a habitual ducker. He don't want to come on the show, man. He's afraid. He's afraid, man, because I'm going to get, Dillian White on at the same time. He running.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Troy, where were you born at?
I was born in St. Anne, Jamaica.
Okay, so you Jamaican.
Yeah,
you was born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you know that wherever you born at, that's your nationality.
Right.
Right. So if your parents Jamaican and you born in, let's say, Baltimore, you not Jamaican, you American.
Baltimorean, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, all right. I just want to clarify that. Listen, my dog Trevor Bryant is Jamaican. I'm sticking to that. You see what I'm saying? My dog parents is from Jamaica. You don't want to claim him. You don't want to claim him, Troy.
No,
you don't want to claim him.
Listen, his parents are actually Cuban. They just claim to be Jamaican so they don't get deported. You don't
want to claim it, dog. Hey, shout out to my brother Bo, man. Let's give him a round of applause. Bo and Troy. Hey, guys, listen. I'm messing with Troy because I know my brother Troy Jamaican. So I knew as soon as I told him that Trevor Bryant was Jamaican, I said I'm gonna say he's Jamaican and see can I get Troy to maybe start rooting for him. Now it ain't working. Bo, go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's going on, Bo, man? Hey, listen, I'm over here doing my Trevor Bryant campaign right now, man, and Troy ain't going for it.
Yeah, I see.
But anyways, man, listen, check this out. So we got some news, good news. Joshua and Usyk signed the contract. They're fighting September the 25th. Now, this is great news for the heavyweight division because now I know what certain channels are going to say. Ain't nobody interested in that fight. No, you're not interested in it. Your platform may not be interested in it because it doesn't fit the narrative or whatever the case may be. I get it, but it is what it is. We got a good fight going on. A lot of people gonna watch that fight, and they're fighting in the stadium. I think it holds 60,000, 60 to 80,000. I think it holds 80,000 people.
Oh, wow.
It's a soccer stadium. So if they can get 60,000 people to come to that bruh, numbers is numbers. Numbers are numbers. Anytime you can convince 60,000 or 40 or 50 1,000 people to come out and watch you fight, to me, you are a draw. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a damn good fight there. You got some people saying that, hey man, Joshua gonna get beat by Usyk. I don't believe that myself, but I know it's gonna be a tough fight. But what do you think about that? You think that's good news? Halim, thank you for clarifying that, brother. You say yeah, coach, Tottenham Stadium, 60,000. That fight gonna sell out, I believe it wholeheartedly. What you think, Bo?
I mean, it's good. I think it's an excellent fight. I mean, those are the two top guys in the division. I mean, I know Usyk hasn't really, I guess, established himself, but I mean, the dude is still a top talent. So I mean, that's a good thing to hear.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like the actual stadium. If it sells out, if it sells out, right? In a pandemic, if it sells out, I don't want to hear the, oh man, well Joshua ain't really no draw like that, and because they're gonna talk about the numbers and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, well he's fighting in the UK. I said, okay, well if he's selling out in his own backyard, American fighters should be able to sell out in their own backyard as well.
Well, the thing too, I mean, Joshua already proven he's a superstar. To be honest with you, I mean, he came to America and it sold out right here in America.
Yeah, he did that. He matter of fact, two foreigners sold out of here in America. Goddamn Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez. Two foreigners. Canelo from Mexico and Joshua from the UK. So two foreigners come to America and sell out. So I'm just like, I don't give a damn how you look at it, because with Joshua, they say, well, yeah, he sold out of New York, but then a lot of people from the UK paid for that season. There wasn't a lot of Americans. That make it, but to me, that make it even, that proves my point even more.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you why, because you got people willing to spend thousands of dollars to buy plane tickets to fly overseas to come see you fight in another country. That's impressive. Carmen Serene said, I don't count Canelo because Texas is over 40% Hispanic. Okay, I can go for that if you want to say that. But guess what though? Texas has a lot of black people in America. I mean, Texas has a lot of black people in that state. So I can make a counter argument, sis, to say, okay, I mean, but hold on. Numbers is numbers. Hold on, I'm gonna take that back. Numbers are numbers. Anytime you can convince 73,000 people to spend their money to come watch you fight, I can't discredit that. I can't discredit anybody that does that. Whether it's Deontay Wilder, whether it's Tyson Fury, whether it's Tank Davis, whether it's Jermell Charlo. I mean, hell, Jermell Charlo fought right there in San Antonio in a smaller venue, and he didn't sell it out. He did good, though. He did good. But what I'm saying is, I've been to Texas. There's a lot of black people in Texas. If they got money, they can support. They can sell out a venue if they choose to buy the fights. You see what I'm saying? So, what you think, Bo?
No, I mean that's facts, and outside of that, I mean, there's still, outside of black and Latino, there's still other, you can say white folks, Asian, or whatever. They could all still come and support. I mean, the guy is from America, so if they're not going to come out and support him, then obviously he might not be the star that they claim to be.
Right. And that's my whole argument. Like, okay, if Canelo can if Canelo can bring out his supporters, and Canelo don't only have Mexican supporters, he got a lot of black fans too. He got white fans. So Canelo has different fans from different nationalities. Well, all I'm saying is, these black fighters can do the same, should be able to do the same thing. In America, you're in a country that has 330 million people. So it should be easier for you because you have a bigger pool of people to pull from in order to draw. Now, if you're not connecting with the people, you know what I mean? If you're not connecting with the people in order to make them want to spend money on you to see you fight, then it is what it is. She say, I'm not discount on what he did, but Mexican in Texas isn't a foreigner like English person or German. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Carm. But what I'm saying is, I see exactly what you're saying. But a black person in Texas is not a foreigner either. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like that the black fighters or white fighters or whoever should be able to sell out their venues. Example, Errol Spence, when he fights in Dallas, Texas, he draws like 40-something thousand.
Well,
that's pretty good.
I don't even know. See, really, it's who your dance partner is too, because really, he got that dance partner with Mikey Garcia, and that's what really drew the crowd.
Yeah, you're right about that. Mikey Garcia is Mexican. So you know what though, Carm, you're probably right about that too, because Mikey Garcia is Mexican. Last time I checked, well, he's from Mexican descent. I don't know if he was born in Mexico.
I think
Mikey,
he personally was born in America, I believe.
okay,
I
so
think
Mikey
I think
Garcia
his
is
brother
American.
was born. I
Yeah,
think I'm not
yeah, yeah.
100% sure.
No, you might be right. I think Mikey Garcia is from LA. I think he's from East LA. I'm not sure. Let's look and see. I think he's from East LA though.
I mean, I know his older brother is definitely from Mexico, I believe.
Yeah, he's an American. So Mikey Garcia is American. He's American. Mikey Garcia is American. And he was born in Oxnard, California. I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now. So he's American. Okay. So the argument would be, yeah, he's American, but he's from Mexican descent, and the Mexicans are going to support another Mexican. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now, there's no black fighters that's selling out events. I mean, they can sell out their own hometown. You know, Crawford sells out Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. That's facts. He does damn good numbers there. Sell out the event in Omaha, Nebraska. Every fighter should be able to sell out their own hometown. Errol Spence does good numbers. He doesn't sell out AT&T Center. That's a big venue. He doesn't sell out the Cowboy Stadium. He does okay numbers, but he doesn't sell it out. But he does good. And again, like you say, Bo, it's all depending on your dance partner.
Yeah, unless you like a superstar status like a Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, or AJ, if you definitely need a dance partner, because like Floyd, it doesn't matter where he goes at, he's gonna sell out regardless. And he get his fans will buy the tickets along with his haters. And that's the same thing with Canelo and Joshua. Your fans and your haters are going to buy the tickets because either they want to see you win or they want to see you lose. But somebody like Jermell, I mean, you know, I hate to say he's irrelevant amongst the fans. And I think the main problem is a lot of these guys, they don't want to do interviews, right, with the media, right? The media is going to help push you when you're getting promoted. When they start promoting fighters and stuff, if you talk to the media, no matter if that media try to, you know, seem like they try to disrespect you, like kind of like Brian Kenny with Floyd Mayweather, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Floyd Mayweather still did an interview. You know what I'm saying? But that gave him more of a buzz. So that's what these other fighters got to do. They gotta get the interviews going so the media can help push when they start promoting fights and stuff like that. But that's just my own personal opinion.
No, I agree with that because things have changed. Shout out to Timo Mansell for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Woo!
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, we need to step it up and support our American fighters. Well, Mikey Garcia is an American fighter. I think what the guy named Andy Ruiz, I think he's an American fighter too. I think he was born in America. He's an American fighter. So I think what you guys are saying is, even if your parents are you of a Mexican descent, but if you're born in the United States, you're saying that the Mexican culture is going to support, you know, their people anyways. And I agree with that. Ted Jones said, "Who sells out the Cowboy Stadium?" Canelo did. AT&T 73,126 against an unknown Billy Joe Saunders in the United States. Billy Joe is known overseas in the UK, but he's not known over here in the United States. Canelo Alvarez did that. He did that. You know what I mean? So
I think Pacquiao did that one time too, right? When he fought Joshua Clottey, did it sell out then?
I don't know. I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't know, to be honest with you. Right on the Storm saying Mexican people are hardcore fans, football, basketball, baseball, and boxing. We will spend money to show support. Exactly. Exactly. So this is why, like a Errol Spence, he has to pick the right dance partner in order to sell out a venue. Canelo can pick a Billy Joe Saunders, do 73,000, break a record, 73,126. Ain't nobody in America know who Billy Joe Saunders was. Nobody know who that dude is. And this is not a knock on Billy Joe Saunders. I'm just saying the average fan do not know who this guy is. The average fan in America. But they came out to see Canelo. And that's all I'm saying. This is not a knock on any other fighter. All I'm saying is I'm not going to make excuses for boxers and say, well, you know, the Mexican people, they support their own and the black fans don't support their own. Okay, they ain't just black people. There's white people. There's different nationalities right here in America. These different fans, these different boxers need to know how to have that crossover appeal in order to attract people to come see them fight. Like you just hit the nail right on the head. Floyd did it. Floyd had people hated Floyd so much, they paid to want to see him lose. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just, you know, but they loved him, and Floyd had black fans who loved him, and he had, because he fought a lot of Mexican fighters too. You know, he had a lot of fans that, you know, that didn't like him. But my point is, numbers don't lie. I don't make excuses for numbers. If 73,000 people coming to see you fight, okay, that tells the story. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't give a damn where you fighting at. If Joshua fighting Usyk, it holds 60,000. I think this is a soccer stadium. If I'm not mistaken, Halim, let me know if I'm right, brother. I think it's a soccer stadium. Well, football. That's the real football. We call it soccer over here, but it's a football stadium over there. And if he sell out that, I don't want to hear no about, oh man, well, you know, it's different in the UK. They use the British, they use the pound. Their money is valued way more than American dollar. You know, so cause you hear this excuse. Oh man, the only reason you was able to do that is they had the numbers cheap and low, and you know, selling the tickets low, and so that's why everybody was able to go to that. Okay, well, you're in a country that holds 330 million people, which is America. You have a bigger number of people to pull from in order to sell out a venue here. Why are you not able to do that? And then all I hear is excuses. Oh, well, over here, man, we got football and we got American football and we got basketball, and everybody got more stuff that everybody got stuff to do. And they ain't in football, not football, but boxing is not the primary sport over here. So I hear the excuse. It's a good excuse, but Canelo did 73,126. Oh man, well, see, that's different. See, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Tune. You know, I'm hearing excuses when it comes to certain fighters not selling out events. And then when a certain fighter do sell out an event, it's because he's Mexican. It's because, oh man, what it is, you know, he fought in the UK and yada yada yada. People are people are people. People are willing to pay. It's called supply and demand. If you are a draw like that, people gonna pay to see you fight. Period. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. He said, I think 1 pound is equivalent to $1.4 US dollars. Yeah, something like that. It's something like that. Something like that. It's something like that. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Do the people want to pay to see you fight or not? I don't give a damn where you fighting at. I don't want to hear no excuses. Do the people want to pay to see you fight or not? If they're not paying to see you fight like that, then let's not make no excuses and say, oh, it's because it is. You know, my baby mama got my own child support. Well, Canelo, he Mexican. Or Joshua fighting in the UK and yada, yada, yada. If your guy is as big as if you say he is. Because look at Tank Davis. Tank Davis do damn good in Atlanta. I don't know if he sell out the event, but it be damn near sold out. Or if it's not sold out, Tank Davis, or what you got to say about Tank? They paying to see Tank fight. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? What you say? You say, Coach, Charlo didn't sell out this fight. No, he didn't. He didn't sell it out. He didn't sell it out.
Well, it possibly could sell out if the rematch happens. Hopefully immediately.
Yeah. But you know what though? Like Bo say, if they do a rematch and they run it back, it's a possibility it could be a sellout. Because now they have a story, they have a backstory that they can build up on and say, hey man, you know, bro. And this is the thing too, right? This is the thing too. The promotion got to be on point as well. I don't really see like PBC, Top Rank. They don't really be doing no promotions like that.
Facts.
You know, like they don't really be promoting fight. They don't really be promoting the fights like that. And I think that's a problem too. Hey, shout out to my brother Maestro Boxing, man. Round of applause.
What's good, Coach Malachi? Happy Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good with you, fam?
I'm good. It's just a busy day. I've just been doing a lot of shit at the house. I had to step away, and I missed you dropping the link. But very interesting discussion. Look, people have just got to face facts. They support sports more in the UK than they do in the United States. It just is what it is. If it's not the NFL, if it's not the NBA, you know, it's a long, long road before you get to number 3 in this country. And then it's a long road before you get to number 4, and same with number 5. And boxing ain't even number 5 or number 6. You know, apart from boxing, my other favorite sport is track and field. And in this country, nobody cares about track and field until it's the Olympics. And even then, people don't really care about it that much, you know? We couldn't host a major track and field event in this city. I live in New York City. It's the biggest city in the country. We don't have a track and field stadium that could host an international event. We just don't. When it comes to boxing, yeah, you're right. They're fighting in Tottenham Stadium, AJ. Tottenham Stadium is one of many major stadiums in London. London has the equivalent, essentially, of having like 5 or 6 NFL teams for soccer in one city. It's just a different level. And you're right, there's no excuse. Why is AJ such a big star in a country that has like, what, maybe, what is it?
They got like 70 million, something like that.
I mean, it's a fraction of the population of the United States. You know,
Right.
it's a small fraction. And it's crazy that the biggest star in this country is someone who lives in the United States kind of half of the year, but is from Mexico. And I'm talking about Canelo. Is there any U.S. fighter that could do the numbers that Canelo did against Billy Joe Saunders in Texas?
Nah. and listen, you know for a fact, didn't nobody really know who Billy Joe Saunders is in the United States.
Nah.
Yeah. You know.
Here's my thing, Maestro, and shout out to you, man. I be seeing you on different panels and stuff, man. But here's my thing, man. Do you think the fighters here in America, like a lot of them, they be messing up because they don't be giving out these interviews with the media, whether it's old media, new media, whatever? Like, do you think that's kind of like their fault as well?
I think that's part of it. You know, I met Crawford at the Garden, and at the same night I met Crawford, I met Usyk for the first time. Usyk, you know, took pictures, you know, had a conversation. Crawford was all about his business. You know, that's his prerogative. I get it. He's on his free time. He wants to enjoy a fight. That was for the Linares Lomachenko fight, if I remember correctly. But, I mean, would they still be getting the attention of Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, which I usually watch, not because I like their sports, but I find them entertaining. Those guys had on Jake Paul the week that Jermell Charlo was about to fight Castano in one of the biggest fights of the year. They didn't even mention Jermell Charlo. I think Jermell Charlo would have gone on First Take. I think Jermell Charlo would have gone on Undisputed, but they were more interested in having on Jake Paul. Then if you notice that show, right, Undisputed, I watch it a lot. I'll admit it. Their whole year is basically preseason football, a regular season football, basketball, draft, NFL, and then it's like constant back and forth between NFL number 1, NBA number 2, back to NFL number 1, and then there's a sprinkling of gossipy shit about Conor McGregor, about Jake Paul, look, we just do not support sports in this country. You know, it's a totally different culture. Look, I tell people all of the time, what does the New York Knicks actually do for basketball in New York City other than take money from the fans?
Oh, man.
If you look at a European football club, right, they've got the senior team, then they have the under 18 team, then the under 16 team, then all the way down to like U8. They do grassroots shit, right? They got little kids playing against little kids, major club versus major. Our sports culture is totally different. It's totally dependent on one thing and one thing only: advertising revenue and dollars from corporations. And whatever sells is what gets the exposure. And if they decide that boxing doesn't sell, Boxing ain't gonna get promoted. If you look at it this way, right? Look at the commercials that you'd see on a PBC on Fox, and compared to the commercials you'll see for NFL on Fox. PBC on Fox, you got the Bud Zapper, you got the My Pillow guy, you've got the non-stick pans. It's like nonstop infomercial level commercials, right? When you're watching NFL, it's beer companies, it's Mercedes-Benz, it's, you know, major shit.
Sponsorships, right? Yeah.
Right? Exactly. They have determined that the big bucks don't belong in boxing, and the big bucks really are devoted just to NFL and NBA. I live right beside Yankee Stadium. Nobody gives a fuck about the New York Yankees outside of New York City, right? Even baseball right now does not get national level coverage if you think about it. We live in a country that is just NFL and just NBA, and that's it.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, especially now in this climate, because in this climate we have the woke culture. Well, a lot of these corporations are woke, so the ratings in the NFL plummeted. Like they're not interested in it anymore. You know what I mean? When they come to watch football, they don't want to hear nothing about politics and this and that. And I'm supposed to hate you because you white and this person racist and this, that, and they don't want to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? So these corporations made a decision. They messed up. The numbers speak for itself, and they shitted on LeBron this year. Like LeBron just went all the way La China. They call him La China now, and I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know, the people don't want to see politics in sports. People want to get away from that shit. And America is right now. America is a fucked up place to be at right now. Just from there's a lot of cultural wars. Ideologies, and I'm familiar with the ideologies. I have all of the books. I have the stuff I've been studying for a long time, so I know what's going on. I won't mention it on here, but you know, because YouTube is a part of that as well.
100%.
Yeah, that's what's going on. So you're killing it, and people don't want to see it. And people don't. The ratings speak for itself. The people just turned it off. On top of that,
there's one dominant ideology in this country, and it's represented in the political system because both parties here serve the same master.
Yeah,
there's no left-wing party that's for the working class in the United States. Tend to be that, but they're not. The party here is the corporate party, and the corporate
party. That's it.
Party is divided in red and blue, and they both serve the same corporate interests. That's it.
Hey, they got people fighting, talking about left and right. Listen, left and right are on the same team.
Yeah, I mean, there's no left and right here.
On the same team.
The left and right in this country is different than the left and right anywhere else. This country is, if you want to put one person in one bathroom and another person in one bathroom, you're on the right. And if you want one person going to whatever bathroom you want, that's the left. That's not what left and right means in other places. Left and right is about which group of people is controlling the money. Is it the 99%, which we're all in, or is it the 1% that rules over all of us? That's left right. But it's so twisted in this country that that's not what's considered to be left right.
Hey, this is another thing. I thought about something you said, you and Bo said. If the corporations are not going to promote the fights, which we know they're not, then this is even more reason why the fighters should go more, connect more to the grassroots level. Grassroots meaning the YTBC. They should go to Maestro Boxing. They should go to New Media Today USA on every day, 6 from Sunday through Friday from 6. Sunday through Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from 3 to 5 to 5:30. You see what I'm saying? Come on anytime. Got to plug the show in, guys. But yeah, this is why they should go more grassroots. And you shouldn't just limit yourself to, hey, I'm just going to go to this channel because they are pushing a certain narrative that I want them to push. But then you can't get those same people to buy your tickets. When you have a fight, they're not buying your ticket. So this is why, again, Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. What I hate about Terrence Crawford, he don't talk. He won't, like you said, you try to talk to him, he's about his business. And I'm like, dude, you have a personality of a piece of rotten cheese. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, like, you're from Omaha, Nebraska, you're from a small town, you're talented as hell, but you should be out here promoting yourself, getting out there on the grassroots level. I think every fighter should do that. This is what I hate about Terrence Crawford. And I'm like, dude, you can't. So I think whatever criticism he received, you know, whether I think it's justifiable or not, I think in a lot of cases it is justifiable as it relates to him. You see what I'm saying? But I think fighters should go more grassroots, especially like you're saying, the corporations, they're not promoting these fights of fighters like that. If they're not promoting you, this is even more reason why you should, you know what? Let's hit the grassroots. Right. Let's promote and hit the chitlin circuit. I call it a chitlin circuit. Hit the chitlin circuit and just promote like hell. Go underground with it.
You're right. And also, I would, you know, with their social media channel, they need to do something like I guess with Jake Paul, somebody like Ryan Garcia. Even though Ryan Garcia be getting clowned, but he be very active on the social media, promoting himself like that. You know, that's something they should do as well. As long as, you know, getting out there with the grassroots and stuff like that.
100%. And I just got to say this quick because I got the UPS dude coming and I got to give him some packages and then I'm going to go. But look at what's going on with the mainstream news in the United States, right? If you're under 40, you don't really watch CNN, MSNBC, Fox. You get your news from YouTube, right? Right. And your major YouTube channels, especially if you're on the political left, and I mean the real left, not the woke left, the left that cares about the 99% and us eating in this economy, right? We don't get our news off of the mainstream media. We get it off YouTube. That's how boxing is going to have to go because the corporations have already abandoned boxing. It's gonna be guys like Coach Malachi. It's gonna be guys like H Money. It's gonna be guys like D Style. Everybody else that's gonna be pushing and uplifting the sport because we've already been abandoned by mainstream, which is why we're here. So, Coach,
you know what?
I gotta say a goodbye, but thank you so much, bro. I'll be back next time.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Maestro Boxing. Please subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel. He's growing very fast. Please subscribe to Maestro Boxing. Damn, I meant to tell him to plug his goddamn channel before he left. Yeah, Maestro Boxing, man. I'll look his channel up and drop the link in the description down here, man. He has very good content. But anyways, let me go ahead and recognize the super chat. Shout out to my main man, Timo Mansell, for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He say,
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
That's a valid point. Should we go and fight international too? Exactly, bruh. Listen, the American fighters. Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead, Bo.
Go ahead. No, I agree with that 100%. Nah, I'm listening.
The American fighters have to understand what's going on today. The mainstream media is not. Hey, thank you so much, Karma. Thank you so much, Karma. Thank you, sis. Please subscribe to my Maestro Boxing. You know, he has a damn good YouTube channel. The American fight boxers need to understand what's going on. You are in a big country, but guess what? You're not even being noticed or recognized in this big ass country. So what you need to do is connect with fans who love the sport more so than the love you're getting in your own country. That right there would be perfect. Hit the chitlin circuit, hit all of the little small podcasters, whatever the case may be, hit them all. I do agree, Wilder does talk to podcasters, but he only talks to certain channels. That's that he can get his narrative off to. If that doesn't really count like that because it's obvious what's going on over there. You see what I'm saying? But at least he's doing that. But I say all that to say this. This is what I feel like that the American boxers should do. Fighters should do. You know, understand that, hey, listen, ESPN ain't thinking about you guys like that. Fox don't give a damn about you, really. You see what I'm saying? They don't really like he said, like I didn't see like I'm in Miami. I didn't see I don't watch TV. Like I haven't watched television, guys, in like 3 years. I'm just not interested. The only time I may watch a TV show is when Power comes on. I don't watch any of the sports stations, whatever. I don't watch none of it because once they went woke, I was done. I can't support the woke shit. I'm just saying me. I can't support it. Not interested in it. I haven't watched basketball in like 3 years. I haven't watched football. I did watch football last year. I watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's my team. I watched them. That was it. Just being honest with you. But I get all my content from, I do research online. I go to where I want to go at, so I don't have to be force-fed anything. If it's something I'm interested in, I'll look at it. If I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to look at it. So I just think that from a marketing standpoint, these fighters need to know how to promote themselves. Stop depending on these promoters and corporations, because these promoters and corporations are really not interested in these fighters like that. But it's going to be up to the Fighter Bowl to realize and recognize what they need to do in order to build their brand. The way you make money, once you become a brand, like Canelo Alvarez is a brand. Anthony Joshua is a brand. You see what I'm saying? You have fighters who have names and notorieties, but they're not brands. They're not brands. What fighter is a walking brand on the PBC? Like, meaning that you just, wherever you go at, I mean, you selling out venues, 60,000 people coming to see you, merchandise going off the shelf. When your fights go on sale, it's sold out within a week. You just a walking brand. You all over the world. There's no fighters like that here. These fighters here, you buying chains, and these dudes want to be rappers, and they in the club drinking and doing all of this stuff there. They don't know how to build the brand. Call Al, call Bob. They got these guys they don't know how to, they don't understand. Like me, I have a marketing background. I studied marketing, I studied advertising, right? So I come from that background. These guys should know, they should have people on their team. Listen, man, we're going to build your brand. And I don't even think these guys know what branding is, to be honest with you. They don't know. What you think, Bo?
Nah, I 100% agree with you, man. I just think a lot of people are following, right? Because it's easy to tap into the hip hop market, man. But they're only doing it because they see that Floyd Mayweather was successful at doing it. So they doing it. They figures they just put a rapper besides them and walk the ring or whatnot. They're gonna get all that publicity, but it doesn't necessarily work that way. You gotta be tied in to the right connection. Somebody's gonna give you a buzz, and again, you just gotta get out there to even the people that you don't like per se, but they could give you that publicity. You got to get out there and talk to them.
Man, these guys don't understand branding. If I would advise any boxer, especially an up and coming fighter, Boots Ennis, learn how to brand. Go to an agency, a branding agency or something, and say, let me team up with these guys and let me brand myself. Let me go hit all these. Listen, because us content creators like Maestro Boxing, hell, even the Alphabet Boy channels. You guys know how I feel about them, but gotta throw them in there. Even the affiliate channels, even just boxing content creators in the UK, boxing content creators in general, my channel. I would advise all of the boxers, you know what? I'm going to go on these different channels. Even if I don't like them, I'm gonna go over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't block. That's why I tell the moderators, don't block nobody. I don't care if I have someone coming in the chat, calling me a coon, Uncle Tom, sell out. I don't care nothing about that. Leave them here. They helping me, whether they know it or not. Leave them there. Because I don't take it that personal. And if I don't take it that personal, I don't want you guys to that personal. Because the shit really don't bother me. But I would even go on channels that I don't like. I would even go on channels that criticize me. Do you want to know why? Because I'm trying to build my brand. Now, if you don't care nothing about that, okay, cool. You don't care nothing about it. But I will advise the next generation of fighters, up and coming fighters, to do that. Understand how to become a brand. Understand how to brand yourself. Floyd Mayweather did it. But these guys think, we're going to follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. You are not even following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. You don't even, hell, if you was following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, your numbers will show that. They haven't studied Floyd Mayweather. They just looked at the Floyd who got money, flashing and stuff. No, that ain't the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Because in order to understand the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, you would have to understand Pretty Boy Floyd. They talk about Floyd Mayweather blueprint, but they don't mention Pretty Boy Floyd. If you don't understand Pretty Boy Floyd, you are not following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Because you can't skip to Money May without going through the Pretty Boy Floyd phase. You can't do it. Manny Pacquiao is a walking brand. Canelo Alvarez is a walking brand. Anthony Joshua is a walking brand. And that's it. Those are the only brands you have in boxing right now that I know of. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, so they need, listen, it should be American fighters saying, you know what, man, I'm finna go overseas and fight and see can I pick up some fans over there. I'm fixing to go overseas and fight and see can I pick up some fans over there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the UK and fight right now. If I was Crawford, you went overseas and you fought Ricky Burns, and let's say Crawford fights Josh Taylor. I'm just throwing that out there. If Josh Taylor was to move up, I'm coming overseas to fight Josh Taylor. I'm gonna come to his backyard. I'm a champion, but I'm gonna come to his backyard and fight him over there. Because I'm a risk. Yeah, I might risk getting robbed, you know, by the judges or whatever the case may be. But I believe in my skills so much, I'm gonna go over there and fight this dude and show my skills in front of his crowd. Hell, I may even have a couple of fights over there. I'm just saying that's me. That's what I would do. That's if I'm trying to build my brand. If I'm not trying to build my brand, then hey. You know what I mean? Because if the American fight fans is not supporting fighters like that, then I wonder why. Especially they're not going to support fighters when you fighting goddamn C-class fighters on top of that. Can't be fighting C-class fighters. Yeah, man, the fans they ain't supporting me because you ain't fighting no goddamn body. And then you have the personality of a piece of cardboard. You don't know how to market yourself. You don't know how to you talking about call Al. Call Al for what? Al don't do no talking. Al is a business guy. You need to know how to promote yourself. Stay out of the goddamn club drinking. Stop kissing up on rappers. You see what I'm saying? Like, focus on how can I'm boxing, right? I got a good 10 to maybe 15 years in my career. I need to maximize my financial potential. I told you guys it's 3 people you need on your team. It's 3 people you need on your team. I told you you need a good attorney that understands tax law. You need a financial advisor. And you need that understands tax law, and you need an accountant that understands tax law. You want to get a tax law accountant that can show you the loopholes on how when you make money, how not to pay 45, damn near 50% of your income when you make this big money to the IRS. And you need to understand how to brand yourself. George Foreman got the grill. He branded himself. The George Foreman grill. Man ain't even boxing no more, but he got the George Foreman grill. These fighters need to understand branding. They're not that smart. These fighters are not that smart. They dumb as a box of rocks, literally, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to disrespect any of your fighters, your favorite fighters, but I'm saying, hell, even these guys are really not that smart. They're good at what they do, boxing. How much I'm supposed to get paid for this fight? Okay, I'm going to get paid this much for this fight. That's it. But when it comes to the actual business, and unlike fighters have to be more like Bernard, like B-Hop. Bernard Hopkins, he was a shrewd guy when it comes to negotiating his own fights and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to branding, and I hear this all the time, guys, like, yo man, you say Mayweather was the face of boxing. But Mayweather went through the Pretty Boy Floyd phase though. And Mayweather came up in the right time. Timing played a big part in that as well. Because guess what? Ain't no other fighter doing what in the PBC doing what Floyd did. All of them said we following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, but how come you ain't having the Floyd Mayweather success? Floyd came up in the right time. He had the right competition in front of him. He had the Pacquiaos. He had the De La Hoyas. He had the Sugar Shane Mosleys. He had the Maidonnas. He had who he fought when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. Let me pull up his, because I always forget.
He fought Castillo, Corrales,
Diego Corrales, bro. Like you say we gonna take the Floyd Mayweather. We gonna take his business model. Well, listen, We finna break this down like a 57-7 right now. We finna break this down right now. You hit the nail right on the head, double-A Sagittarius. Timing sometimes be everything. Yes, it was. You say you want to take the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. We're gonna skip these. We're gonna skip these first 10. You said you want to fight you say you want to do the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. You gotta go through Pretty Boy Floyd. So when did he fight Oscar De La Hoya? He fought De La Hoya. Let's see. Right here. Right here, number 38.
Of his money phase.
Right, that was money phase. Number 38, he fought Oscar De La Hoya. His 38th fight, he was Money Mayweather. No, he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He fought Oscar De La Hoya. Now, let's look at everything he fought before then. He fought Carlos Boldemir. He fought Zab Zuda. He fought Shamba Mitchell. He fought the legendary R.I.P. Arturo Gatti. DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Jose Luis Castillo. That's the fight that I thought he lost the first one, to be honest with you. I thought Floyd lost that first fight, but he came back and redeemed himself, ran it back. He fought Diego Corrales. He fought Carlos Rios. So look at these guys he fought, right?
And legendary Gennaro Hernandez.
Yes, it's right. The legendary Gennaro Hernandez. I forgot all about him. I'm looking directly at him because I was looking at Tony Pep. You got to go through the money. You got to go through Pretty Boy Floyd phase in order to get to Money Made. So when you tell me, yeah, man, we doing the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, nah, you gotta go through this. Shout out to Timo Mansell for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
These dudes won't even fight each other. And then guess what? So what I'm saying is that Mayweather put in the work, guys. He put in the work. And then when he fought De La Hoya, I think he had left Bob Arum like right before that. He bought his contract out like right before that. Somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
When he fought De La Hoya, this when he became a crossover success. And what you guys don't know is prior to this fight, Floyd Mayweather he wasn't really selling that much. He wasn't selling out venues or nothing like that. Arturo Gatti was the fight though. He beat the brakes off Arturo Gatti. I never felt so sorry for a fighter before in my life than that fight. And the other one was when Roy Jones beat Vinny Paziano.
Oh man.
I said, oh my God, this is a murder. This is a murder. This is a massacre. And yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you gotta go through this phase first. And then when he fought De La Hoya, that's when he became Money Made after. Then he fought the legendary Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton had the whole goddamn UK over here. He fought Ricky Hatton. Floyd Mayweather was smart in picking the right opponents that would help him sell out the events. So you can't say I'm gonna take the Floyd Mayweather approach and you fighting taxi cab drivers. You got to put the Money Made work in. I mean, the Pretty Boy Floyd work in. Then he fought Ricky Hatton when he became Money Made. After De La Hoya, after he fought the Mexican-American legendary superstar Oscar De La Hoya, that's when he became the crossover sensation. He became the new pound-for-pound guy. He became Money Made. He fought Ricky Hatton. Well, we should go back and watch that fight. Ricky Hatton had the whole goddamn UK over here. Literally had the whole UK over here. He fought Juan Manuel Marquez. He fought Sugar Shane Mosley. Victor Ortiz, but Victor Ortiz was up and coming. He was kind of hot at that time. He fought the legendary Miguel Cotto. He fought Robert Guerrero. He fought Canelo Alvarez. Marcos Maidana twice. Manny Pacquiao. And then I ain't gonna count this Conor McGregor shit. But Conor McGregor was a crossover star. He was a star. So when you tell me that we're gonna take the money, we're gonna take Floyd Mayweather approach, you can't skip Pretty Boy Floyd. If you ain't willing to take the Pretty Boy Floyd route, you ain't gonna get the Money Made. That's all I'm saying.
And can I add something, Coach?
What's that?
On top of that, his marketing got a lot better as he was going through the Pretty Boy phases as well, because remember he was dealing with Jay Prince at the beginning, right before he got with Bob Arum, and even though he still wasn't really selling flies, he was underground. You know what I'm saying? Getting connected with the right people and stuff, and then you got a street team, and then you get with 50 Cent, who was a upcoming hot rap at the time, who was also business minded, whereas though they started doing that water. I forgot what kind of water it was, but they had
vitamin water.
Vitamin water, exactly. So his marketing skills was progressing as he was progressing as a boxer as well. So that definitely gave him more of a buzz.
Yeah. You're right about that. You damn so did. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like these guys, bro. Like when they tell me this, I'm like, y'all ain't even putting the work in like that. You're not even putting the work in like that. Like let's look at. They said we're gonna fight we're gonna take the Floyd Mayweather route. Okay, let's look at the Hall of Famers he fought. Turo God is a Hall of Famer. Let's see. What about is Diego Corrales? He's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Diego Corrales. Hold on. What's the other fighter we say that was a legendary?
Gennaro Hernandez.
Yeah. Where is he at? Damn, where is he at? I think it was 38. Something like that. Zab Zuda. Arturo Gotti, Zab Zuda. De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Marquez, Sugar Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Marcos McDonough. That's we don't know if he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame yet. We don't know that yet. But I'm saying just look at the level of competition he fought. Look at the level of competition he fought. We got Gennaro Hernandez. Look at the level of competition he fought. So you can't tell me that you're taking the Floyd Mayweather blueprint and you ain't fighting the fights. That's all I'm saying. And one guy said what makes Ricky Hatton legendary? Wow. One guy said that what makes Ricky Hatton legendary? Wow. I'll tell you what, watch the he must have just started watching boxing. Watch the Floyd Mayweather fight with Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton is a legendary boxer in the sport of boxing.
Hey, didn't Ricky Hatton stop Castillo?
Hold on, let me see. I'm not sure. We can look him up and see though. We can look him up and see. I remember because I had betted money on Floyd. I'm like, Ricky Hatton, man, shit. Ricky Hatton, man, was a motherfucker. I think he only lost like 3 fights. Let's pull up Ricky Hatton resume. Ricky Hatton only lost like 3 fights. I think he lost to Floyd, Manny Pacquiao. Oh, here you go right here. He lost to Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, and Sinchenko. I think that was his last fight. Who else you say? Who you say?
I thought he fought Castillo. Was it Baldomir or Castillo?
Jose, yeah, he fought Castillo. He knocked him out in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Jose Luis Castillo. Yeah, he knocked him out in the 4th round. Ricky Hatton had a whole goddamn country behind him too. When Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather, it was more UK fans in the audience than probably US fans. Of course, I'm probably being facetious, but you get what I'm saying. That's how deep they were. Whole goddamn country traveling traveling thousands of miles, spending thousands of dollars, paying thousands of dollars on plane tickets and hotels and merchandise and buying and rental cars and paying to get in the venue to watch their man fight. And I think Ricky Hatton beat Costa too. Let me see. Yep. Costa retired. He retired him in the 11th round. Ricky Hatton, the legend. So for the brother who asks who is Ricky Hatton, who is he beat, or whatever the case may be, I know you just started watching boxing about 2-3 years ago. Hatton or Fury, who snorts more booger sugar? What they do in their personal life, and what they do in their personal life. I'm talking about in the ring. Ricky Hatton is a legend in the ring of boxing, in the sport of boxing. What they do in their personal life, who snort what? That's another topic. I get what you're saying, but we're talking about that man, the legend in the sport of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know whoever asked that question, I know you just started watching boxing like 2 years ago. I know that. What you say? The brother say on the boxing plug say, I disagree with you. Wilder, Spence, and Charlos are into real estate. All PBC fighters are branded through their promotional. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't all right, brother. You know. You say they branded, okay. You say they branded, okay. All I know is this. Hey, shout out to Major Key Boxing, man. Please subscribe to Major Key Boxing YouTube channel. Trying to help them get to 1,000 before the year over with. All I'm saying is this here. All I'm saying is this here, bro. Like the narratives that's being pushed out there, the numbers ain't adding up. The numbers don't add up. Because the numbers don't lie. You know, I'm seeing boxers that want to be rappers. They're in the clubs drinking. And boxers did that back then too. But when it comes to branding themselves in the sport of boxing and becoming a household name, it just ain't there. They might be known to the young cats and the cool kids. And yeah, you know, he got a nice chain and you know, he in the clubs, you know, popping bottles. He might be known that way, but he ain't filling no goddamn seats up in the arenas like that. Adrian Broner now, when he fight, he bring him out. Adrian Broner bring him out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Adrian
Broner bring him out. I'm the kid, man. Anybody can get it. Americans can get it. Africans can get it. Puerto Ricans can get it. Mexicans can get it. Like Adrian Broner, bro. If he would have stayed on track. He bro, when no boxer, his weight class be bigger than Adrian Broner from a marketing standpoint. Not no Errol Spence. Errol Spence can't fuck with Adrian Broner. Not when it comes to marketing. Not no Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford can't really fuck with nobody because he don't say shit. Not no Tank Day. Like Adrian Broner is that guy from a marketing standpoint. Period. Ain't nobody on the PBC got swag like Adrian Broner. Nobody. Adrian Broner, the can man. I got that Adrian Broner, boy. He said, I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? The can man, Adrian Broner, bro. So I'm just saying, bro, like all I'm saying, guys, is this. There's a new day in the sport of boxing. Fighters have to know how to make adjustments. Today, these fighters have to know how to make adjustments. Period. Right now, the mainstream media is not promoting boxing in America like that. So if the mainstream media is not promoting boxers not promoting fighters in the sport of boxing like that, then what the fighters need to do is make the adjustments. Say, if the mainstream media not going to do it, I'm gonna go to independent media. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna take the independent media route. I'm gonna hit the Chitlin circuit, get all the hog mogs, all the chitlins, all the pig's feet. Hey, that's what Pop said on Friday. This is what the fighters need to do. And establish their brand. Build their brand. That's what they need to do. I get it. I know you got a nice Rolex. I know you on the gram, you flex for the gram. Guess what? Guess what? Another year or two now, your ass gonna be looking crazy. Especially if you're not managing your money right. And especially if you got people who handling your money, skimming a lot of money on the top, and you ain't paying attention. It happens all the time. By the time you realize what's going on when your career over with, you're like, damn, what the hell happened? You wasn't paying attention because you was drunk in the club. You was high. You didn't have the money that you thought you had. If you would have branded yourself, look how, perfect example. One of my favorite heavyweights, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a big brand. Then he destroyed himself. It was a point to where people hated Mike Tyson. Nigga was snorting coke, all that shit. But now look how Mike Tyson rebranded himself with this podcast. People, listen, people will pay pay-per-view. They'd rather see Mike Tyson hit the pads, do pad work with his trainer. They'll pay to see Mike Tyson do pad work with his trainer than pay one of these other fighters to come see them fight. And Mike Tyson, 57, 50, I'm 47, he 8 years older than me. Mike Tyson is 55 years old. They'd rather pay to see Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson do pad work on his Instagram with his trainer, it get 1 million views. Mike Tyson came out of retirement and him and Roy Jones had an exhibition match. They did 1.6 million pay-per-view buys. Two old ass niggas, two old legends that I'm a fanboy of, came out of retirement, had an exhibition match, 1.6 million pay-per-view buys. But your so-called favorite fighter, the Terrence Crawfords, my favorite fighter, the Errol Spences, the Keith Thurmans, the Sean Porters, hell, the Deontay Wilders, the Tyson Furies, they can't do 1.6 million. They can't even do 1 million pay-per-view buys. But old ass Mike Tyson and Roy Jones can come out of retirement, do a play boxing match, and outsell pay-per-view number, do better pay-per-view numbers than your hottest fighters in America today. Explain that to me.
Also, at a cheaper price.
At a cheaper price, $50. You want me to buy Tank Davis fighting Mario Barrios for $79. Leonard Ellaby. A nobody. A C-class fighter. No disrespect to Mario Barrios. So people pay $200,000, buy 200,000 pay-per-view buys for that, but they'll pay, goddammit, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones 1.6 million pay-per-view buys to watch two old ass niggas in the goddamn ring do a sparring match. And guess what you say? King KO, he said Mike Tyson is a global superstar. That's why. Exactly. Because he branded himself. How do you become a global superstar? That's branding. You proving my point. King KO, you just proved my point right there. He branded himself. Branding. You can't be popular. Yeah, you popular with these niggas on the internet. With the Alphabet Boy channels, but guess what? Them niggas ain't buying your shit. They ain't supporting you like that. They coming on YouTube, arguing with dudes, threatening them, saying they gonna pull up about you, but they ain't supporting you financially like that. Canelo Alvarez ain't doing none of that. You don't see Canelo wearing no jewelry. You don't see him wearing no Rolex. All you see him doing is he's in the gym all the goddamn time. Canelo, what, 30 years old? And the boy got a net worth of $140 million. Nah, but King KO, my brother, listen. Mike Tyson had destroyed his reputation. Right? But he branded himself in the 80s based on his performance in the ring. Because of who he fought. Do you see what I'm saying? But my point is this here. Why these fighters today can't do that, King KO? Explain that to me. Why they can't brand themselves? Because the mainstream media, my brother, is not paying them any attention. The mainstream media is not paying these fighters any attention. And then guess what? I'm telling you, bro, if you think I'm lying, go to Mike Tyson Instagram and watch his new video where he's doing pad work. People get excited that damn Mike still got it. You see what I'm saying? They'd rather pay to see Mike. Bro, I would pay to see Mike Tyson hit the pads. That's how exciting that is to me. Then to pay to see one of these fighters, $79 to fight somebody, a no-name fighter on pay-per-view. Man, let me go over to Instagram, man, and watch Mike Tyson, man. How much y'all charging for that? Hey, man, we charging $50, man, to watch me hit the pad work 12 rounds. Okay, I'll pay for that. I'd rather pay for that than to see one of these PBC fighters or even top-ranked fighters or whoever fighters fight a no-name fighter. Your name's supposed to bring you money when you walk in the building. People know I'm fighting, they coming out. The stars come out. The seats, there's nowhere to sit at. It's sold out because of my name. Jorge Garcia, what you say, fam? He said they want big checks with easy fights. Exactly. They don't understand how to get in order to get the big checks, you got to fight You can't fight no easy. You got to fight top guys. You got to be willing to put the work in. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You got these platforms here. And I'm not capping. I'm not capping. Listen, Ronald Finkley say pay-per-view is dead. They have to conform to what's popping in the long run. Yeah. Pay-per-view is dead unless you Mike Tyson. You see what I'm saying? Pay-per-view is dead unless you Mike Tyson or Roy Jones. Mike Tyson got another fight coming up. I think him and Lennox Lewis doing the exhibition match. Watch the numbers that do. Two old dudes. I think Mike Tyson 55 and him and Lennox Lewis, they was enemies. Well, they was friends when they was younger because they used to spar with each other. But then they became enemies when they fought, and then now Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis is the best of friends. Watch what those numbers do. Watch what those numbers do. It's going to do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But you got these hot fighters who's supposed to be the best, pound for pound, right now, that everybody's screaming about, but the numbers ain't showing that. Y'all ain't buying that shit. You'll never see Errol Spence do 1 million pay-per-view buys. We'll see what he do with Manny Pacquiao. And we know whoever buy that, that's going to be on the strength of Manny Pacquiao. Manny going to bring him out. You'll never see Terrence Crawford do 1 million pay-per-view buys. Just ain't going to see it. You'll never see Wilder do it. You'll never see Tyson Fury do it. Only way they'll probably do that is if they fight a superstar like an Anthony Joshua. The only way you're going to do good numbers, if you're in the middleweight division, you got to fight Canelo Alvarez. Old ass Mike Tyson gonna come out of retirement and do an exhibition match with Lennox Lewis, and he gonna do 1 million. He gonna do 1 million plus pay-per-view buys. Like literally. So the people rather pay to see that than to support your favorite fighters. That's all I'm saying, guys. So that's it, man. I think I kind of like prove my point. These guys need to know how to brand themselves. They need to know how to brand themselves. Jules and Nicholas say, tell AJ to cross the pond again. I think he will. When he crossed the pond, he did good numbers. He broke records at Madison Square Garden. So when he crossed the pond, he sold out the Garden within hours. He lost the fight, but he sold it out within hours. His fans followed him to the UK, followed him to the United States, and bought out damn near all the tickets. You're a bad boy when you can get people to spend thousands of dollars to leave their country to buy to pay to see you fight in another country. And their tickets was expensive as hell. That's when you know you a brand. When you got fans so loyal, we gonna pay whatever it is to come see you no matter where you fight at. How many fighters over here in the United States can do that? Canelo can do it. Manny Pacquiao probably can do it. Outside of them two, name them. Hell, they can't name them. And I'm just being honest. Johnny Blaze, what you say? You say Jake Paul outdoing these guys. Yeah, he is. But that's more entertainment than anything. Jake Paul is more entertainment, but he doing numbers. I.e., that's why Floyd chose to fight him. What you say, Coach? How many pay-per-view buys were there when Pac-Man fought one time Thurman? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think they did like 400,000-500,000. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me look it up. Let me look it up right quick for you, brother. Hold on. Let me look it up for you right quick. Manny Pacquiao. You say Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman pay-per-view numbers? Let me look that up for you right quick. Hold on. Come on. Oh, you know what? I got Manny Pacquiao right here. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got Manny Pacquiao right here. I'm finna look up Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. And Manny Pacquiao started out at flyweight. That's why he thought he was on steroids. They like, man, how this man doing all this shit? Keith Thurman. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Temporary retirement. Vargas, Horn, Matisse, Broner, Thurman. Okay, here you go. Here you go right here. I got you. They did $500,000. They did $500,000. It says right here, let me see. Let's see, it's a total point stats, yada, 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 yada. The bout sold 500,000 pay-per-view buys in the United States, earning an estimated $37.5 million in pay-per-view revenue. So Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. That's low for Manny Pacquiao. That's low for Manny Pacquiao. So they did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. That's low for Manny Pacquiao. But there's no fighter currently today outside of a Manny Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez that can do those numbers. Maybe Crawford and Errol Spence if they fight each other. So Errol Spence should be able to do these similar numbers fighting Manny Pacquiao. He should be able to do, and that's going to be because of Manny Pacquiao. It ain't going to be because of Errol Spence. It's going to be because of Manny Pacquiao. Tell you that right now. Manny Pacquiao is a legend. He's a legend. So $500,000, and then I went through this already. We looked at the top pay-per-view sales, top 50 pay-per-view, and you're gonna see mostly Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez. That's what you mostly gonna see on there. You know what I mean? So I'm just, Pat Broner did 400,000. And that's because mostly on Pat. Oh yeah. Of course, that's gonna be their narrative. He said, Coach, if you know that Pac-Man and Spence do over 1 million pay-per-view buys on the alphabet boards, finna say it was all the Spence. Yeah, of course, they are a narrative-based channel. And I think Errol Spence, his parents Jamaican, right? I think Errol Spence is from Jamaican descent.
Well, his father is Jamaican.
His father's Jamaican?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Errol Spence's father's Jamaican. Okay. So he part Jamaican then. You know what I mean? Punch say more. That's just the USA. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else it did anywhere else. I don't have any facts on that. So, you know what I mean? I like to see the receipts. It might what it did in somewhere else, I don't know.
I would think that's the total, right? Because Wikipedia, that's a UK website, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but I like to see the receipts. You know what I mean? If he did more outside of the United States, I need to see it. I can look it up. You know what I mean? So I can look it up. Coach, do you have any idea how much Pac would get for the Spence fight? I hope he requested the same 40 million. No, I don't think he requested 40 million to fight Errol Spence. I don't think he requested 40 million. I think that was just for Terrence Crawford.
Actually, I heard it something was like 20 million or something for Errol Spence.
Right. I don't think he's asking for that. Crawford, he want 40 million. Spence, he want half of that. I don't know why. Bud is nobody. He ain't fought nobody. He's this little skinny black kid from Omaha, Nebraska, but they want 40 million to fight this guy. The nobody kid who ain't fought nobody. 40 million to fight the nobody. Pay me less to fight Errol Spence. Okay. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Toby Barlett, what you say, fam? You say if Canelo goes back to Fox pay-per-view, people are going to buy it. Now they know. Now they got used to seeing him on the Zone for only $20 a month. Yeah, I got the Zone. I got the Zone all day. Why should I pay $100 to see Canelo fight on pay-per-view when I can see that exact same fight on the Zone? Like, that don't make no sense to me. Or you can see a fight like that on ESPN Plus. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is Mike Tyson, he's selling pay-per-view numbers. Mike did 1.6 with Roy Jones. That's what Mike did. Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson did that. So your favorite fighter ain't doing that. Your favorite fighter ain't doing that. That's all I'm saying. Big Fish ain't doing that. Carl Al ain't doing that. Hell, ain't nobody over there doing that. Hell, ain't nobody nowhere doing that. Top Rank ain't doing it. PBC ain't doing it. Ain't none of them niggas doing it. Nobody. You got Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, Anthony Joshua, and shit. Joshua selling out stadiums. Pacquiao, living legend, his old ass, finna go, hopefully, maybe he'll become president of his country. He a walking monument right now. And these other niggas want to be rappers and dance with the kids and kiss up on other rappers and big say they big fish. I'm just saying, I gotta call it like it is, man. I ain't sparing nobody. I gotta call it like it is. Just being honest with you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I see it. Hey, Bo, man, anything else you want to chop it up, man, before we wrap the show up?
No, I have nothing else to add, Coach, man. Great show as usual, man, and definitely looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, man. Let's hit a round of applause for my brother Bo, man. Absolutely, man. A round of applause for my brother Bo, man. Much love for my brother. Much love for my brother, man. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. We gonna sign out. We definitely gonna sign out, man. We gonna sign out, man. Listen, man, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me. Tomorrow we gonna talk about Anthony Joshua. We're gonna talk about the boy AJ. Absolutely. We're gonna do that. Alex Skill, what you say? Coach, I heard a rumor that Canelo and Pac-Man duck you. I started it for you, to be honest. Oh, yeah. They know what time it is. Listen, they ducking me and my dog Trevor Bryan. No, there's no YouTube channel right now today promoting and talking about Trevor Bryan. None of them. One of the greatest heavyweights currently walking today. Trevor Bryan. Now, he ain't going to sell out nothing now. Trevor Bryan can't sell out at McDonald's. In his pay-per-view numbers, he'll probably sell like two or 300 pay-per-view buys. Yeah, but I admit all that. But that's besides the point. The point is, that's my dog. Hey, man, shout out to my brother Halim in the building. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Audi Elias. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Lie 11 Nano Termite. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Jorge Garcia. Shout out to Debelated Sagittarius. Shout out to Toby Bartlett. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Major Key Boxing. He was here earlier. Please subscribe to Major Key Boxing's YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Mark Nash's YouTube channel. He was here as well. Shout out to my main man Troy Davis. Troy. Sorry, I'm talking about Troy Davis. Shout out to Troy. Trevor Bryan, Jamaican. The Bummer Clyde. Hey, now I'm gonna have all the Jamaicans mad at me now. All the Jamaicans gonna be mad at me now for saying that. My favorite movie is Marked for Death. If you old enough to know better, you'll know that if you tell a Jamaican your favorite movie or older Jamaican was Marked for Death, watch out. You might get punched. That's all I'm gonna say. Steven Seagal. Marked for Death. Screwface. Anyways, shout out to Toby Bartlett. Shout out to I Am Dave. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to my main man Ron, Big Ron, Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to Jabril Bay in the building. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Man, my eyes is burning now. Shout out to Proud Father. Shout out to Ted Jones. Shout out to Double Lady Sagittarius. Shout out to Lie 11. Shout out to Jules and Nicholas. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Proud Father. What's going on, fam? Shout out to my brother Ted Jones once again. Shout out to who else we have? Bon Scott. Shout out to who else we have? Oh, shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to shout out to Karma Serene, who was here earlier. Shout out to Lady Shan, who was here earlier. Please subscribe to Lady Shan's YouTube channel. Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. Please subscribe to my brother Punch Drunk Boxing YouTube channels. Subscribe to Punch's channel. You have a good show. Shout out to Maestro Boxing. Maestro A Boxing. Please subscribe to his channel as well. Also, Fred got a new movie coming out called 9 Wise. Please go support the movie if that's something that you're interested in. Damn, I forgot what it is. Excuse me, guys. Oh, it's on the barbershopconversations.com. www.thebarbershopconversations.com. # 9 Wise. It's about the 9 Wise of Elijah Muhammad. So let me do this. Shout out to, let's keep it going. Shout out to Audi Alias. Shout out to Toby Barlett. Shout out to George Ickles. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Rob Real Shows. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Ted Jones. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Easy Dimes. Bam. Shout out to Alan Skill. Hey, shout out to Martin Shield. Jabril Bay. And other than that, that's it, guys. Once again, it's the boy Coach Malachi Williams representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. Shout out to shout out to Gonzorilla Deal. Hope I'm saying your name right. Once again, shout out to Con Shonery. Shout out to Hyphy. What's going on, Hyphy? I am Dave once again. Once again, it's the boy Coach Malachi Williams representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. Signing out once again. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.